Life is so great. Life is so perfect. Life is so easy. Life is so awesome. Life is so wonderful. Life is so amazing. Oh my God.
Heck yeah.
All right. What is up, guys? We all the way on, Sashi?
Yeah, we are on all platforms except for
T-
IG
t-
Connecting. So
IG is connecting. What is up, guys? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up?
we are now
I'll let you guys roll in. Come on, roll in. Until then,
on IG as
just look at me.
well.
Stare at me. It's all good. Welcome. You have some questions about this? Ask. We're here to have fun, man. Like, life is worth living. Live life. Feel good. Be alive. Put a smile on your face. If someone's not smiling, don't take advice from them. Like, real talk, man. If someone does not have the expression of joy on their face, just keep moving on. Just like mosey on along, little doggy. Like, just get it going, man. There is no space for anything that's not the greatest, blissful, most joyous, most fantastic. So engage in that. Or if you don't see it around you, be it. Be the one who is it. Anyway, drop your comments down below. We're going to do a little livey today. And I'm going to be answering y'all's questions because y'all have so many questions. Let me see.
All right.
Some questions that I'm going to see out of the way. One, I'm not fasting, nor do I fast. I started fasting when I was, well, let's say this. I started fasting in 2003, okay? So I've been fasting for a long time. Like, what is that, 23 years? I've been fasting for 23 years. But I stopped fasting a few years ago, actually. So maybe like 20 years. Because I found a better way. Fasting was a yo-yo back and forth, and it was very destructive, and it was inconsistent, and it caused all these actual problems. So I was fasting before the studies came out about fasting, and I figured out about fasting before it was a popular thing to do. And I lost some weight and everything else, but now because I went through that, I found a more powerful way, so I can have a higher, a greater effectiveness in my body, my results, but mostly my energy and my ability to comprehend what's going on. So now I haven't eaten in some time, but I'm not forcing myself. I'm not trying not to eat. I'm not disciplining myself or going a long time to not eat. I'm just not hungry yet. So I'm definitely not fasting. That's one thing. Two, gynecomastia. I developed it when I was 9. There was hormonal disruptors in my environment. It caused gynecomastia to grow in me at the age of 9. Never taken steroids before. And that's what even started this journey. So I would want to even figure out like what's up in this like health world. Because, you know, growing up with gynecomastia as like a young boy, teenager, preteen even, is like super stressful. And it gave me a lot of encouragement to get the F up and find out like, what is this? Doctors couldn't help me. So I said, I'll take it on myself to do it. What else? I haven't worked out in 6 years. I don't do calisthenics. I do not do calisthenics. I don't run. I don't do body weight exercises. I don't do like mobility training. I might move and stuff like that. You guys see me move because I'm happy and everything else, but I don't actually work out. I don't run. I don't lift weights. I don't do reps or sets. I might stretch or like move or play around with my fam, but I'm not trying to do muscle building activities or lean up or anything like that. Next, I don't count calories. I don't count calories. I don't believe in calories. Yeah, they exist. It's a way to measure something. But besides that, they are completely irrelevant. They're inefficient. They don't matter. There's a higher way. The main thing that I'm about is the highest way. What's the highest way? And I've been grabbing onto that highest way for some time now. In 6 years, I haven't worked out. I don't fast. And yet I look like this without working out or anything else. So anyway, that's get that out of the way. Now the questions. What's up?
Awesome. Sarah said, thanks for the energy exchange.
That's what I'm here to do. Just give you guys some energy. We need more energy in the world. We need happier, joyful, blissful, just radiant, exuberant energy in the world. That's what I want to be.
Yeah. And Erwin from FB says, watching from the Philippines, bro.
Yo, PH. I love the Philippines, man. It was one of my favorite places. We were talking about today because besides here now in Nepal, that's the place that we stayed the longest. Out of all of our travels in the world, we stayed at the Philippines the longest. So Philippines were amazing. We went to Boracay, we went to Palawan, we went to like Manila, of course, Manila. But yeah, it's a great place. Love it.
And Mujer.
Tagaytay.
Mujer
Probably don't even know that one. Maybe you do.
Mujer Flores from IG said, just discovered you a few weeks ago, and you are so inspiring. I feel activated just from you speaking.
That's what I'm actually doing. Jesus said something, okay? Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me, which means when a person sees something raised, it activates something in them. I'm here to show myself, to expose myself, to express myself So that way, when people see me, something's triggered inside of them. I am a very triggering person. Triggering is not always bad or in a negative context, but it can sometimes activate the triggering or the catalyst to start the initiator. I trigger a lot of people to want better, believe more, stop accepting the status quo and just what's being spoon fed to you guys out there, the slop. I'm like, no, there's higher ways and let's do it. So I activate that. So I show up every day so you guys can see this geometrical structure so it can activate something inside of you. I want that to just traverse all throughout this realm. So yeah, it's my honor to share this energy with you guys.
And Mike said, hey, Mikey, just joined the Evolutionary Mastery.
Yeah! Dude, when they told me that, I was actually happy that it was you. So like, yo, Mike just joined. I'm like, oh my God, you like actually put a smile on my heart. So dude, we're about to change your life. Your life has already changed. Mike lost 12 pounds in like roughly a week by being in the Discord community, following the guide. So in 8 days, he lost 12 pounds. That's 12 extra pounds he doesn't have to carry around. He doesn't have to like sit with or get up with or walk with, just by living the guide, not working out, not starving himself or anything like that. 12 pounds is simply from living in a specific way. Now he's ready to take it to the next level. So get the Evolutionary Mastery Program, which is where I monitor the person week to week and I give them a specific direction, like, hey, do this for the week. And they do that and they get even faster results. The Discord community is for people who have the guide and they want people to talk to about the guide. So they're not the only one doing it. You know, it's a big world. Most people don't have the guide yet. So the Discord community is a place where people who have the guide can go and talk to each other and even talk to me about, hey, how do I do this? How do I apply this to my specific situation? And then you get the next advanced level, which is the Evolutionary Mastery. Hey, Mikey, I want you to point me in the direction and tell me where to go, like week to week. And then we have the intense monitoring program where we pretty much walk beside that person day by day. So it's nothing to rush. It never is. We're not trying to rush, but get somebody giving you direction. Like Mike, since he came in, he's lost 12 pounds in 8 days. He could have lost that last year. He could have been, you know, he could have dropped 50 pounds in probably a month or so, but he didn't have the people to be around. He was trying to diet and work out and count calories. He was like saying like he was weighing his food, which is like stressful in his mind, all this other stuff. But now that he's around the right people, oh, here, Mike, just do this. Boom, that little shift, that little change there, boom, down 12 pounds, 8 days. Now that we're going to be working side by side together, dude, I'm going to point him in the right direction. In a month, his life's going to completely change. It's an honor to have you there, bro.
Lucy and Friends by Roro said, hey, Mikey, Sasha, and Leg. Thanks for having me on the live yesterday. I really enjoyed our conversation together.
Heck yeah, I love you so much. It was an amazing conversation. It was my honor to be there. It was awesome. I'm glad that we got to follow up a year later and just hear everything that's happened. Like your life has really grown in power. Think of your life if you would have never gotten the guide. Like the guide has pushed you to know yourself, pushed you to love yourself, pushed you to actually look at yourself. You were doing things to fill your time. You were prepping and calorie counting and working out. But now with the guide, you pulled back and now you're looking at yourself like, dude, who am I? Why am I doing this? And probably for the first time in your life, you're actually knowing who you are to the degree like, oh, I did this because of this. And I know why I'm doing it. So you're being brought more closer into yourself. And that is freaking amazing. I love you so much.
And Sarah from IG asked, what herbs do you consume?
A lot. In my living powder alone, there's like 300 herbs, probably more than that now because we'll go forward. So we travel the world. I've been traveling the world roughly for like 6 years, all through the states. I went to pretty much every single state in the US, couple countries in Central America, pretty much every country in South America, and then almost every single country here in Asia. And as we go, we'll go into the forest, the woods, the jungle, and go harvest a bunch of different rare herbs and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll consume them and stuff like that. So a lot. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And in the guide, there's actually a section just for herbs called beneficial herbs. As you intake these things, they can be resistant towards cancer. They can shrink tumors, just all kinds of stuff like that. So herbs are not really herbs. Herbs are just the earth, but we have a name for call them herbs, but it's really just the earth. When you go out and just partake of the earth, you live. You separate yourself from the earth, you die. So it's just kind of like how life is. Like disassociate from the realm that you're in, you atrophy, but engage in the realm that you're in, you expand.
So Ray Dajwari said, you don't stretch?
Not in an exercising manner. Like I just said I stretch. So yeah, I like literally just said I stretch, but I stretch, but not like every day or yoga or like a practice or like a routine or this. Like if I'm standing here right now, exactly like this, If I'm standing here right now and I feel like my hamstrings are a little tight, I'll just do this. And I'll stretch my back, and then I'll stretch my hamstrings, and boom. And then 2 seconds, that might be my stretch. But I do that periodically throughout the day by connecting with my body, knowing what to stretch. I don't just do some random stretch like, oh, here, I'm going to stretch my shoulder. But my shoulder's not tight. My hamstrings are. I do a conscious stretching. So when my body's telling me something is tight, I immediately tend to it in that moment. I don't try to do it. No, my stretching routine's at 8 a.m. It's not 8 a.m. yet, so I can't stretch yet. The opposite. When my body's telling me, I immediately go into stretch at that moment in time. So I'm always in collaboration with my body, and that's how you actually live. But I'm actually stretching all day. I'm stretching my fingers and my wrist and my ears and everything. And that's how you know yourself more. Like what you inhabit, that space on your body that you inhabit, that's what you become familiar with, and then you know how to like collaborate with it, coincide, like sustain it.
Perfect. And Coherence Queen asks, what do you think gives you the most energy? Sun gazing, flow movement, fascia flow, qigong?
All those things are just terms and like buzzwords and stuff like that. What gives you the most energy is knowing yourself. That's it. At the end of the day, all those things are just nice, fancy words for you to fall into another paradigm or an idea of, to try to fill the gap of something that's associated with yourself. When you just pay attention to yourself and listen to your breath, your body, how you feel, your energetic levels, you'll do the thing that you need to do. So if you're tired, guess what? You'll go to sleep, and that'll give you a bunch of energy. You're hungry, you just eat. That'll give you a bunch of energy. You're thirsty, you'll drink, and that'll give you a bunch of energy. So what gives you the most energy is awareness itself, because awareness is what life actually is. It's not qigong. You can live your whole life and never do qigong. It's not fascia. Fascia is just the new buzz. Guys, before it was red light therapy, before it was what else? So we have fascia, we have red light therapy, we have cold therapy. It's always the newest trend to get you in, so then you stay going on the treadmill here, dangling a carrot. But the only thing that really matters is you paying attention to yourself, because the moment you engage in that awareness, you unlock whatever it is. If it's tight muscles, that awareness unlocks it. If it's low energy, hormonal disruptors, that awareness brings it to the regulation. So the thing that actually gives you the most energy in this realm is paying attention, because what God is awareness, God is consciousness, God is attention. So when you pay attention, you just get a bunch of energy. That's how I haven't eaten in probably, I don't know, 10 days or so. And I have a bunch of energy through the roof. I always have a bunch of, every time you guys see me, like, dude, I have more energy than people who eat every day. I have more energy than people who take in pre-workout. I'm like more lit than people who are doing all those things. And yet I'm not doing any of those things. I'm not doing qigong or this or that or that or this or proteins or energy drink. Well, how do I have energy? Because I'm paying attention to every unit of energy that I'm putting out. Because I can direct it in the most efficient way. So what's the best thing to get the most energy? It gives you the most energy? Not sun gazing. Don't look at the sun. Guys, please don't look at the sun. That is dumb. Please don't look at the sun. I know. I'm not talking. What was the person's name? It was a girl, right? A lady.
It was Coherence Queen.
Coherence Queen. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. So I'm not saying this to you, but I know people want to feel special. They want to say, I'm a sun gazer. I'm a Bretharian. I'm a vegan. They want something to attach onto themselves because they don't actually feel good enough. So they'll go and tell people what they do. What do? I don't actually. I tell you how insignificant I am because I tell you I don't do anything. I have no identity. I have no name. I actually like denounce everything, and I'm nothing. I have nothing. So people will do these things because they want the title, they want the name, and they want the merit that comes along with it. So they'll look at the sun. Guess what? If your eyes are open during the day, like right now, you are automatically taking in sunlight. Did you know that? If you can see during the day, that is sunlight coming into your eyes. If you go outside and you look at the ground, that's sunlight going into your eyes. If you look at the tree, that's sunlight going into your eyes. If you look at a car, that's sunlight going into your eyes. If you see the sky, that's sunlight going into your eyes. You don't have to look directly into it because you're bathing in it. And you get to protect your retinas. There's no need to do all this extremity. These people are desperately grabbing onto something. The only thing to do is just be aware. You can sun gaze all day and still not know yourself. The only thing I point back to is why. Who is thou? Who art thou? Who are you? What are you doing and why? And once you learn that, you unlock this massive amount of energy. And it's almost like there's unlimited potential flowing through you constantly. And it's really hard to go to sleep at that point.
Awesome. Is Ismail from FB said, so is it possible to follow the life guide and still do workout as usual?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You would be doing a part of the guide, but you wouldn't be doing the fullness of the guide, but you're going to get better results if you just follow the guide than if you try to do your own way. You'd want to do the life guide because you're not happy with the result that you have from what you're doing. You want something better. Well, if you want something better, you got to stop doing the old that you're doing. So the only way to get something new is stop doing the old and do something new. So if you're trying to bring the old into the new, you're going to convolute it and you're going to make it messy. The best way to get results from something that obviously works is just do it and quit trying to put your own interpretation on it. When you follow that, the results come effortlessly. So can you work out still and do the guide? Yeah, but that's dumb. It's dumb. Why would you? Because here's the thing, when you actually understand what the guide is like the whole point is not about working out or body or fitness or anything else. It's about coming into the high cognitive state of awareness to where you become a god. And whenever you understand this or you apprehend it, you have this energy flowing through your body. Then you can simply have it by knowing. Why the F would you want to work out? It's stupid. Like working out is stupid at this point. Fasting is stupid. Diets are stupid. Could you do it? Yeah, but why would you? I could go be homeless for a night. I can go find a bridge to live under, but why when I have this big house? I could go, hire some sort of escort or something like that to go do that. But why when I have lovers right here? I could go do those things, but those would be stupid. Why would I do that when there's a higher way? What we focus on in the guide is just the highest way. So that means, yeah, you could do that, but it's lower. You'd be accepting lower. So don't be surprised if you keep getting like low results.
Sarah asked, is the breathing system on your website?
There is no what breathing system are you talking about, Sarah?
Maybe she doesn't know you.
Okay, that's a huge thing. I love you, Sarah. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. What, like, you let me know. What breathing system are you even saying? Breathing system, what? All right, cool, next.
Okay. And Trainee Fit asked what?
I'm not even a breatharian. I don't even believe in breathing and like pranayama, yoga. There's some directions for breathing in a sense in the guide, but it's not even a main thing to do. Like, you automatically breathe anyway. The main thing is being conscientious of every breath. But there's no system, there's no approach like that. But yeah, I'm not a breatharian. I know my name might be a little misleading because Mikey breathes, but it's just a way to connect with people because people are like, well, does it work for men? Well, do you breathe? Yeah. Does it work for women? Do you breathe? Yeah. But does it work for kids? Well, do you breathe? Yeah. Does it work for older people? Well, do you breathe? Yeah. To show people, like, it doesn't matter who you are. Like as long as you're a living human, in a sense, this will work for you. Because this is just the base way, a fundamental way that it advances and expands and it evolves every single human. But it's not even about breathing.
And Train IV Fit said, how much does the directions cost? I'm guessing they're saying
the guide.
Discord.
Oh, the Discord?
After purchasing the guide.
What if you join the Discord for a full year, the guide's free. And if you've already purchased the guide recently, like in the past week, and you go to join the Discord, the money that you spend on the guide will be credited towards that membership, the yearly membership. You can get a monthly membership. I think it's like $12 a week or something like that, somewhere in there, $15 a week or something like that. But it's like a monthly cost. But if you get the full annual membership to the Discord, and you bought the guide, whatever you paid for the guide will automatically be deducted from the total price. And then in there you get free guide updates. We have updates of the guide. We're always constantly updating it. You have training videos and stuff like that. We have community, of course. The community is the best part of it. I honestly think, for me, I would say the voice memos, I put them so charged in ways that you've never even thought of. It just unlocks the potential in your mind. So I think that the voice memos are seriously the best part of the Discord. But for your normal person who loves community and collaboration, the people in there are the most amazing people you ever meet in your life. So that's also a huge perk.
100%.
Yeah.
So
great people.
I am Rocco asked, how did you come across this knowledge? This is new to me.
Hey, Rocco. What's up, man? Developed gynecomastia at the age of 9, and the doctors couldn't help me. So I'm like, I'm going to figure this out myself, bro. So I've tried a lot of stuff. I did this, I did that. Marathon type running and bodybuilding and this and that and all these different things. I never truly got the results I want because I didn't care about muscles, nor did I care about so much losing weight as much as I just didn't want to have breast, because gynecomastia is breast on males. So seeing that the doctors couldn't help me, I tried all this different stuff. And then once I actually loved myself and came into this life, that's when my chest is flat compared to what it used to be. So if you would see my chest from back in the day, it was huge. Boobies, bro. Boobies. So once I just start loving myself and stop moving because I hate myself, all this stuff just came to me. It made sense. But it's the accumulation of everything I've ever done in my life. So it's all, everything kind of coincided. I've been in this for like 23 years. So it's not like, oh yeah, hey, look at this new fitness influencer guy. Like, nah, dude, I've been doing this for 23 years. I might be new to you, but I've been doing this since 2003. So it's definitely not new to me. So yeah, something kind of like that.
Bree on YT said, "What's up?"
Yo, what is up, Bray?
And then Sud who said hello.
Hi.
And had a
How's it going?
question. If I just buy the guide and meal plan, will it be enough?
Yeah, of course. Totally. Because you're enough already. I'll never say that you're lacking or like you need something. But whenever you buy the guide and the meal plan, it's a simple direction to point to the specific way so you can get there faster. Now, if you want even more than that, you can join the Discord because you have support, community, accountability, stuff like that. And then it kind of goes up from there. But the guide and the meal plan alone, like there's more than enough information, wisdom, and knowledge to get you set for the rest of your life. Like once you get the guide, you don't need anything else ever for the rest of your life. I know that's a crazy proclamation. It's not even a claim. It's like, dude, once you do this, you don't need a gym anymore. You don't need supplements. You don't need vitamins or minerals, like, in pill form, tablet form. You don't need a coach. You don't need a trainer because you finally understand who you are. Once you know yourself, you're actually free in this world. And that's what I do with the guide. I free people. I bring them to life. So yeah, the guide, the meal plans, are more than enough.
Mujer Flores from IG says, I've heard you drink blood. What kind of blood? Why? And when would you do this?
Well, I drink a lot of stuff, and yeah, I have drunken blood before, and I've drunken on occasions and stuff like that. Not always, but it's just something that sparks people. If I told you I drink tomato juice, you'd be like, okay, it's normal, bro. Yeah. But when you hear blood, you can drink blood one time, and the world will flip out forever because there's a cognitive bias or dissonance. When they hear that one thing, because they're so unfamiliar with it, they're like, oh my God, they flip out. People are superstitious. People are crazy. Blood is just the liquid form of the muscles. Eventually, that blood will turn into muscles. There's stem cells and everything else. So the blood is what makes your body. My skin, before it was skin, was blood. It was moving and coursing through my veins to go out of my capillaries into this specific part to create the cell that makes my lower dermis all the way to my epidermis. So blood is simply just the potential body. That's all it is. Not some crazy thing, but people flip out about it. There's tribes all around the world who drink blood, stuff like that. It's not even that big a deal. But yeah, I'll drink blood just because I want to. I don't recommend that people drink blood. They don't have to drink blood. It's not even a big deal. I do it because I want to. And if I never wanted to tell you guys, I don't have to tell you guys. But I specifically want to share my life with y'all. I love being open and free. I love sharing who I am. And I love just expressing myself in that way. So whenever I drink blood, it's not to tell you, okay, well, this is the next fitness thing to do. You need to drink. No, that's stupid. I don't tell people what to do like that. I simply share that I've drunken blood because I love sharing my life with you guys. And I want to be, just here with y'all and connect with y'all. This is something I do. I think it's pretty cool. And that's it. Like, are there benefits to it? Yeah, probably. What blood do I drink? Just animal blood, all kinds of animal blood, different types of animals and stuff like that. Do I do it daily? No. Do I do it weekly? No. Do I even do it monthly? No. There might be sometimes I go a year without ever drinking blood. So yeah.
Which he also asked, my uncle offered me to buy it for me. Should I tell him to buy the digital bundle for me and send it to me?
Yeah, you can. I mean, if you like, for your eyes, a physical copy is always better because the light and everything else. But ultimately, if you just want something quick that you can take around with you everywhere, yeah, the digital bundle is cool. But it's whatever. I like physical things personally, but yes, it's totally up to you.
And Bree asked, do you think the way we eat affects how much money we make?
Yes, everything affects everything, but you can still eat like crap and still make a bunch of money. It's not completely correlated. But if a person eats like crap and still makes a bunch of money, they'll be lacking somewhere else. They won't be balanced. So you can still make a bunch of money and eat like crap, but then your health is going to be shot. They put all their energy into making the money off the junk crap food that they ate. So just because a person eats healthy, they may not even put that energy into making money so they can eat healthy but still be broke. A lot of spiritual people do that. A lot of spiritual people are broke. They are straight up poor and they will not admit it. But if they don't have $100 lying around, if they don't have $200, if you don't have $1,000, if you don't even have I'm serious. Because you need to be challenged and you need to hear this. If you don't have $2,000 lying around, dude, like, what are you doing? A lot of spiritual people can't say that. They don't have $2,000 lying around. Why not? You're healthy, you're spiritual. How could you not have $2,000? It's like such a pinch of an amount. You know what I'm saying? So like there's people who eat healthy, they still don't have any money because they didn't put their energy into that. So it's whatever you put your time into is what causes the money. But if you eat like crap and you put your energy into money, your health usually fades very fast as well. And they're just completely imbalanced. And they may not have a good relationship with their family either. Because it's really hard to sustain relationships if you eat like crap as well. Because everything affects everything and there's multiple facets to it. All right, next.
Senna Tunny said, bro, muscles break and then they repair. That's how they build. When you aren't breaking any, how are you gaining?
Well, how did my muscles grow whenever I was 12 to 13? How did my bones get denser when I was playing video games all day? I didn't even start moving until I was like later. I didn't really start moving. Well, I did play football as a kid, like younger kid, but like I didn't really start moving until I was like 14. I'd play video games all day. My bones grew. What happened? How did my bones grow? How did I get taller? How did my muscles get bigger from the age of 9 to 13 if I didn't break them? It obviously happened in every single person. It obviously happens for everyone. See, people are so blind, they can only think in one way, and that traps them. It keeps them stupid. It keeps them ignorant. And I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people. They can only think in one way, and that's why they're so barbaric. They're so harmful in themselves. Oh, I need to rip myself because they're so dumb. They can't think. Hormones grow you. Like if I get hormones and I inject it into a cow, that bull will get bigger because I injected hormones into it. It wasn't out there in the field doing cow squats and cow push-ups. It wasn't doing calisthenics. But how did it get bigger? Because hormones. When you have regulated hormones and everything else and elations and all this other stuff, then your body will naturally prosper. You're not seeing a body of muscles. You're seeing a body of prosperity. I'm not even about muscles. It's not even the main point of what I'm doing. My body's prosperous. My body is rich. My body is wealthy. It doesn't have to do all this slavery stuff these guys have to do because they're dumb and they're ignorant. No names, no people, just the idea of it's a social construct that people agree upon. That's the ignorant part, not the people. The people are just ignorant. They don't know any better. But there is definitely a higher way. Like God doesn't have to go to Jesus gym to go out and, like lift some like heavy barbells or something like that to be in divinity mode. It's something you tap into. When you tap into divinity, you flourish outwards, and that's what grows you. This is the body of prosperity. And that's why I look like this. Now, there's more to it than just that, but that's the beginning part. How do I have big muscles if I don't tear my muscles? By what I just said. Do you understand it? Probably not. Will you understand it right now? Probably not. If you chew on this for some time, will you understand it later? Yeah, probably, for sure. If you actually chew on what I said and think about it longer than having a quick judgment or a quick bias, then yeah, you can actually intake what I said and then you can understand how to apply it. But if you let those slaves, that poor poverty mindset influence you, then you'll be in the same rat race that they're in. They're the ones struggling. They're the ones suffering, not me. I'm cush all day, bro. I just chill. Let the slaves stay as slaves. Let them be out there. And this is not race or color, ethnicity, or anything like that. It's a mindset. These people have to work so hard. Work hard. They're literally slaves to their own life, running on their own treadmill, their own hamster wheel, their own rat race, tiring themselves out. Me, I can get to just chill all day. I don't got to work out, and my muscles are bigger than theirs. I don't got to count calories. My abs are more ripped than theirs. I don't got to try to weigh my food or count macros or take supplements, and my muscles are bigger than theirs. I actually grew slightly in height because there's a higher way, and that's all it is. This is the body of prosperity, and that's what I share.
Which, to tag on to that answer, Bro said on YT, stubborn fat on the love handles and glutes seem to not go away even when dieting hard. What can I do?
This is Ro?
No, Bro.
Oh, Bro. Well, you don't love yourself. Honestly, I'm going to get to like the root of it. You want the surface level answer. You want to, oh, well, bro, you got to do this, and that. You got to take this supplement. You need some alpha glen 5 protein shock. That you don't love yourself. That's why your body is holding on, because it doesn't feel safe around you. It needs to comfort you. You probably beat it up. You're probably so harmful to your body. You're probably so hard on it. You're probably very hard on yourself. You're probably very hard on yourself as a person. You probably bought their manipulation out there from the world that you need to be hard, discipline, willpower, force, and you probably treat yourself like crap. So you just beat your body. Well, what happens when your body gets hurt or injured? It swells. You don't have love handles or all this other fat on the glutes. You have swelling occurring because you're damaged. You need to give yourself time to regenerate or heal. Whenever you do that, the stuff flushes out and it goes away. But you can only give yourself time if you actually care for yourself and love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you'll be on the rat race and you'll be doing this for the next 15 years. Hope it's going to go away one day if you just starve yourself enough. So that's the main thing. Now, you need to intake vitamin A through mineral zinc. You need to rest. You need to chill. Everything else, yeah. Get the guide. That helps too if you want to. But one main thing that's going to help you is remove toxins. Because when the swelling occurs, probably because you have man-made, you eat man-made stuff, you intake man-made stuff, you have chemicals in your life, and it's clogging up your lymphatic system and you're bloating. That's what it is. You have toxins in your environment, chemicals, man-made chemicals. You need to cut it out, bro. You need to love yourself so much you wouldn't dare put a man-made chemical anywhere near you.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
Love yourself so much you don't dare put a chemical or toxin in
Yeah.
you.
Wow. Why would you hate? Why do you hate yourself so much you didn't take chemicals? This fake artificial crap. Why would you hate yourself so much? Why would you be so manipulated by an obviously money grab system that put in all their test chemicals inside of you? They just now banned like Red 40 this past election cycle with RFK or something like that. But before that's been around for who knows, 40 years. So you mean what they just banned a year ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago, has been fed to people for the past 40 years, but it finally took them, somebody coming in with the initiative to ban it and get it banned. Red 40. That's one out of the hundreds and the thousands. This is one they banned. And they're feeding the stuff to you daily. It didn't just now become bad once they banned it. It's always been bad. And they fed it to you. You gotta love yourself, man. You gotta quit putting this crap inside of you. This anything man-made, stay away from it, homie. It's obvious.
And Kinda Modest from IG asked, what's your whole ideology with being outside of America? It seems like
no outside of it. There's no ideology of being. I don't have an ideology of being outside of America. I don't have an ideology of being outside of America. Please don't put that on me. Please don't. I love you so much. There is no ideology of being outside of America. Be in America, be outside of it. Be born outside of it, be born in it. Land's land, no matter where you go. This construct of America is a psychic manipulation that you believe that this is different than that. I've been to 31 countries. They all have dirt. They all have rocks. They all have grass. They all have animals. They all have flowers. Land is land, bro, whether it's America or not. So anyway, I just want you to not project on me and say, there is no ideology I have. I want you guys to know that. Land is land, and I'm not manipulated because it has a name. Love you. All right, next. What was the rest of it?
I think he's basically asking, why do you travel or stay outside of America?
I don't stay outside of America. Whenever you heard me, I said I started my journey by going to all of America. I didn't leave America. I went to all of it. I went to every state. You guys gotta open up your ears. You gotta hear me. I didn't leave America. There's nothing wrong with America. I didn't think, I gotta go leave America. I went to all of America. And then when I was done there, I went to all of this country, and then that country, and then this continent, then that continent. Do you get what I'm saying? That's extremely different. I didn't leave America. I just went to all of it. Okay, where have I not been? Okay, that place, let's go there. Okay, where have I not been? That place, let's go there. I didn't leave America. I went to all of it. It's very beautiful. It's huge. It's massive, and it has so many different environments and climates and everything. But I didn't leave America. I left America as if I flied out, but I didn't America bad, let me go. No, I'm done. I did it. I went to every state. There's nothing else here. Let me go to the next spot. It's like that. Because the way that you approach something can give you two different results. If you think I left America because it's bad, you're going to end up coming to a different conclusion. If oh no, he traveled through all of America and saw all of it, every country, every state. Now he just was looking for another country to go to. Is a different outcome and result than, America bad, leave America. America is like one of the greatest countries in the world as far as the power that it has and the accessibility. You can really get a lot of stuff there that you can't get anywhere else. Like, so as far as human civilization, it's an extremely powerful country.
And
But
then
I didn't leave America.
Bree on
There's nothing wrong with America. I don't denounce America or hate America. I love America. I think it's freaking awesome. I love my country.
Bree asked, how can I better my relationship with money?
Burberry, how can I better relate to my well, it's a very interesting thing that you said. You want to have a better relationship with something that's not real. It's like a figment. Like it's a made up thing. You're trying to make something more than what it is. It's just an object. And I think that's where you're getting stuck. Like, why don't you have a relationship with a human? That's where the money would come from anyway. So I want you to just value people. Like, who cares about money? It's an object. It's a thing. It comes, it goes. Like, who cares? Why are you trying to better a relationship with it? How about you just better your relationship with people and you'll never lack any good thing? If you have good relationships with people, you'll always have support. You'll always have backing. You'll always have friends. You'll always have community. And then money becomes irrelevant because you have everything you need, because you have real connections with real humans and real living beings. So why would you try to better a relationship with an inanimate object?
Dang, that's so good.
Yeah, that's what I would say. When you have friends, bro, you don't ever need money. I get a lot of things without ever having money. I'm not even rich, bro, in that type of way. I don't even have a bunch of money. I have nothing. I own nothing. I have nothing. I have absolutely zero. I don't have a bunch of money. I have zero. I have nothing, but I have everything because I have connections. I have people. I know people. And I build my connections with people. And as I build my connection with people, I can bypass money. I don't need money. I don't even have, like, the way I live, I don't have enough money to live the way I live. But I'm able to do it because I have relations with people. The real thing, the tangible thing that matters. I'm not trying to get a better relationship with money because money's irrelevant. But I have a relationship with people. Anyway, yeah.
Hania from IG said, how you got inspiration to do the guide. What was the moment that revealed the system that you share?
Well, you're thinking that it was a moment, and you guys have to stop with this. Like, okay, what was the thing? All of my life, I've been paying attention. So it's not one thing. It was, okay, what happened yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and the month before that, and the year before that, and the decade before that. Because of this procession of life, we, first off, a little side step, okay? We live in a continuum. So the continuum is the buildup of, or right now, the moment is the buildup of everything that's happened in the continuum. So there's not a moment. You guys have to stop thinking that's why you don't have good results, is because you're trying to make a moment. It's what you consistently do and who you are. I just consistently pay attention every day, all throughout the day, and I have accumulated the things that I've discovered through paying attention day by day, every single day. And that's why I live the guide. That's how I found the guide. That's what the guide even is. It wasn't a moment in time. You guys got to get out of this quick fix stuff. It's what you do every moment, every day, and who you are as a person. I am not trying to live the guide or inspire to live the guide. I am the guide, because it's how to live life. That's what the guide actually is how to live life. I approach everything consciously. I question myself as I do it. I make sure this is the highest thing. I'm making sure there's no toxins in my environment. I'm the guide. So because I embody it and it flows through me, I'm not even inspired to live it. I just am it. It makes it so much easier. But you have to understand you live in a continuum. There is no isolated event. There's not an isolated event. It was everything leading up to this moment and everything before that.
Which, by the way, Bree said, thank you for that. That is so profound.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I love you, Bree. Oh, look at that. I just built a relationship with a person.
Yeah.
Now Bree's my friend. Now Bree's like, hey, you know what, Mikey? I like you. So if Bree ever hits it off one day and Bree makes a bunch of money or whatever, she might remember me and she's like, you know what? Mikey was always good to me. Let me go. Like, hey, do you need anything, Mikey? Not that I'm wanting or doing that for that, but people don't forget that type of stuff. So just be a genuinely authentic person. I'm not even saying be good. If you don't want to smile, don't smile. Don't be fake. If you don't want to smile, don't smile. I want to smile. But be authentic. Be genuine. Don't be mean. Don't be snarky. That's just stupid. And, well, my authenticity is being a POS, a piece of shit. No, don't be that, because that only hurt you. But just truly be an authentic person, say how you feel, and like let people know and be open, communicate. Communication is really, 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 really huge. And if you do it well, you'll just get a lot further in life. I'm all about winning and success and prosperity and opulence and everything else. So that's how you do it. That's how you get it.
Bernal from IG asked, is it possible to follow the guide having a 9-to-5 job?
Yeah, totally. Because the guide is not something that you're going to try to follow. It's what you implement as you live. It doesn't extract you from life and like, oh, you got to go do this over here and separate yourself and go to the Himalayan mountains and meditate for a month and do all this. No, that's all the other programs. You have to go to a gym and you got to be on a schedule and routine. No, it's like, hey, as you're in your job, think like this and do this. Okay, as you're at your house, think like this and do this. Okay, as you're out in the world or driving, think like this and do this. It's a way of life. It's a way to embody. So it doesn't even have you really do anything different than you're already doing. It makes you aware of what this is. It's actually effortless.
Raquel Keating asked,
what the hell, Raquel?
Mikey, what's the first thing you usually think of in the morning and the last thing at night?
I love myself. I'm here for you. Same thing. Beginning of the day, at the end of the day. Mikey, I love you and I'm here for you.
Beautiful. And then, Bree said, I love it. If you have friends, you don't need money. Connections are real. Money is not.
Dude, friends over money any day, bro. Like, I can't tell you how I have had way more than what money could ever buy that friends would just give me. I mean, I used to own a media company back in the day. And like when I was starting out, I had friends who would give me like gimbals that were like $3,000 gimbals. And when drones first came out, people would love us so much. Like, dude, what can we get for you? They bought us drones with like the cameras on them and stuff like that, with the monitors. I've had houses given to me for free, cars given to me for free, things that because it's not that I just got the object. It's that there's also love in it. So when the object was handed, it was encoded in love. Money can't buy that. Money can't buy love. So I got the thing and I got love. I got beyond what money can buy. Yeah. Now I can go out and buy a drone. Now they're everywhere. But back in the day, like to have a drone with a camera, you had to actually buy a drone and mount your own camera on it because they didn't have cameras on drones when they first came out, when I got my drone. So now you can buy them for like $100 maybe or something. I don't even know how much a drone is nowadays. Probably like, you can probably get like a cheap one for $50, but like the good one's probably like $600 or something like that. But somebody bought us a drone for like, I think $2,100, like $2,100 just as a gift because they loved us so much. Like, dude, how can we help you? We love you so much. What can we do? So I got to get everything in my life for the most part without ever paying for it. A lot of stuff I have without paying for it because I know how to love. I know how to be there. I'm not trying. I'm not trying this stuff to get something. But when you are so overwhelmingly loving, people will do whatever they can just to try to help you because it's so rare for people to love nowadays. It's a dog eat dog world. And when they see one person who loves, they'll bend over backwards for that person. They'll traverse the whole world. People over money any day, man.
Also, your love is very authentic, like the way you show it and everything. So.
Yeah. And if I'm not in a good mood, you'll know it. I won't fake a good mood. I'm authentic. I am authentically myself.
Awesome. And now, okay. Well, Coherence Queen asks, what do you want for your highest self?
I want the highest way. And it's going to progressively expand as I develop new functions. So it's going to be in phases and stages. So there's not like, okay, I want that. Well, the moment I become higher, then I'm like, oh, well, this is low. Now I want this. The moment I become higher there and expand, this is now low. So I just want the next level to embark on it and then continue going down the procession and expand into the fullness of it. So it's an ever going journey in a sense, like forever. Not eternal, but forever. Like infinite. I'm sorry, not infinite, but eternal.
And Simply Deep said, "Sup,
Thanks for being
Mikey
here. I
in the
appreciate you.
chat. So how's your day going, man? Looking great, by the way. What's your content about so I know what to ask you or bring up in the future? I'm new here, so that's why I ask. So who's the lovely lady talking in the background?
Can I have you?
Sasha.
Can I have you here? Sasha is my beautiful wife who I've been married to for nearly 15 years this year. Sasha doesn't have any pants on, okay? Get out of here. And I've been with Sasha for 15 years, and we just have a life together that, here, you two, come on. Come on. She started walking away? No. And then we have the beautiful, wonderful lady I've been with for 6 years. I'm not polyamorous, but I have multiple loves. And these are my two lovers. The one that you hear is Sasha, and the one that's like quiet in the back walking around is Lay. Got some sun, huh? Get it, girl. Yeah. So yeah, that's who the ladies are that you see and that you hear. And what is my content about? It's about higher ways of thinking, thought, expression, life, understanding what this realm is that we live. We live in a realm. This is a womb. We live in a womb or a container. And in that container that we can navigate and express ourselves in certain dimensions and ways to collapse. Man, no, there's a specific word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? To initiate, come to the point of, what is that word? Anyway, so we can, in a sense, get the result that we want without going the route that the physical world has to go down by engaging in a specific way in this realm. So for me, I don't work out. I haven't worked out in 6 years. Today when I rose, I weighed 216 pounds. My muscles have gotten bigger. My hair has filled back in. I didn't have any hair. I was bald. I had a cul-de-sac. This hair here was not here. I don't count calories. I don't even eat every day. Hey, when was my eating day? Like, how many days has it been? 11. It's been 11 days. Okay. I haven't eaten in 11 days. On the 11th. Oh, that's crazy. So I haven't eaten in 11 days. But yet here I am, as coherently as I possibly could be, speaking with you guys. And unless I told you, you probably never noticed. Like, what? You haven't eaten in 11 days? I don't seem drained, tired, withered. It's because when you operate and maneuver in this realm in a certain way, you get these extremely powerful results. And I'm saying, I guess we could say supernatural, but they're still natural because I'm a natural human doing these things. And I share them with you guys of how to engage in this way. Now, it's not about not eating for sure, but it's about navigating through reality successfully and near effortlessly. So anything in that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, oh, wow. These questions came. So I want your opinion on this. What's your opinion on movies that show men in embarrassing situations that'll get you made fun of, and how would you handle those situations in real life?
Wait, what? Movies that show men in embarrassing situations? Mm-hmm. They chose that for themselves. They read the script. There's a lot of pre-production that happens before production. They knew what they were getting into. They brought themselves to that. They signed their name on the contract. They chose that. They accepted this. So they brought themselves to that moment. They're doing it to themselves. No one embarrassed them. So if you're talking about that way, the actual actor. But if it's a scenario in the movie, oh yeah, well, the movie's just poking fun at people. If you don't like that, then go make your own movie where the man isn't being made fun of. And then what was the last part of this question? Or their question? Pretty sure it's a guy.
And how would you handle those
how would I handle that in real life?
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because it's not real. So to even waste time trying to theory up what I would do is stupid, because it's not real. I only give my energy to what's real. I don't even try to think theoretically in that type of manner, because it's probably not going to happen. And if it does, I'll think about it then. But until then, I won't even give it any thought of mine. Ain't my problem. I don't waste my time with that crap. I only think about the highest things. I only think about power. I only think about immanence. I only think about the surge of electrical energy going throughout my body. I don't think about some man being embarrassed. It's their life. I'm over here, bro. I'm doing this. I don't got time to think about some embarrassing dude. He made his own choices. It's only going to affect my energy. I'm North Star, baby.
And Hybrid Mechanics on IG asks, a lot of people don't work out to just be healthy. It's a hobby and lifestyle. The real question is, are you actually strong? As in, can you do a few muscle ups, etc.? Just curious.
Well, the people have the hobby because they're still denying themselves. Even hobbies, I say, do not have a hobby, because it's a waste of energy. You need all the energy that you can to engage in this specific type of reality. So it's not about hobby, not hobby, like working out, not like working out. It's about, no, you need to capture and consolidate as much energy as you possibly can to navigate through this reality successfully, or you'll die. If you want to die, okay, cool. I don't care, but like, I let the dead bury the dead. There's a specific way to live in this life. I'm almost 40, bro. Like, people don't usually think I'm almost 40. When they see me, they're like, okay, maybe he's like late 20s. Sometimes I've had like my hat on or something like that. I think I'm like 25. I get that a lot, actually, 26. There's a way to navigate through this life and be kept pristine and sustained. And it's not about like, well, hobby, not hobby, well, this. No, I get all the energy I can and I put to the most directed, effective way and route. And because of that, I'm sustained and I have the results. So am I actually strong? I'm stronger than people who would be in my position who do work out. I'm stronger than people who work out. I feel like a superhuman. I don't even need to sleep every single day. I haven't eaten in 11 days. I never get tired. I never get exhausted. I can lift probably a lot of weight. I don't waste my time doing that because there's nothing to prove. Like who am I going to show off for? A bunch of dudes? I rather hang out with my women. They don't care if I pick up stuff or not. Only thing I pick up is the women, you know? Can I see your phone? So can I do a muscle up? Yeah, totally. Do I need to do a muscle up? No, because my mind's stronger than my body. I'm not worried about how strong my body is. I'm more focused on how effective and capable is my mind, because mind over matter. The mom who's in a stress, fight or flight state, if the child's into the car, the mom can pick the car up. So it's not even about your muscles. It's about the connection with the force inside of you that can do wonders. A mom can pick up a car if her child is trapped under it. Where do these muscles come from? So muscles don't even matter. It's about your mind-body connection and how to tap into it. Now, can that mom do that on any other day? No. But in that moment, that potential was released. If you wanted to tap into that potential all the time, then you stay, in a sense, indomitable. You stay infinite or eternal. You stay, man, there's a specific word I'm looking for that too. But you stay powerful forever. Some of these words are just not coming through today.
It's all good.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
All right. But yeah.
You want to continue?
Was there more to the question?
No, that was the question.
Yeah, next.
Okay. Awesome. And Adrienne asked, you really don't eat nothing? Does your energy ever dip or do you just sleep? And how much do you sleep?
Well, I do eat. I ate 11 days ago. So yeah, obviously I ate less than 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I do eat.
Awesome.
So the way you approach something is more important than what you actually ask. And when you can approach in a specific manner. I don't know if I should show this photo. I don't think I will. It's all cool. I was going to show you a photo of me doing like a great feat, but like watch some of my videos, man. I've been able to get a coconut and just lodge it until like it's so far in the distance it turns into a dot. I've been able to pick both Sasha and Leia just easily and put them over my head, like each person. I've been able to climb still beams and like traverse stuff and stuff like that. I'd never run out of energy, man. Like I never get gassed and never get exhausted. But it's not even about that. I have that ability because I know my mind. It's in your mind. It's all your mind. So even if my muscles were half the size, I'd still be as strong. It's not. Don't get fooled by this. It has nothing to do with muscles at all. So some of these bodybuilders are still weak. They can't do farmer type stuff. Like you pull them on a farm, they get gassed out. They get exhausted in their lungs and all this other stuff, and they can't even do basic. I guess my mind is like not pulling up the words today, but like actual real world mechanics of like movement versus like, lateral, horizontal type stuff. Horizontal, vertical, lateral.
Is like these stuff or mechanical?
Yeah, versus like picking up a barrel and like, throwing it over your shoulder and like putting it up on the top and they get gassed out. It's just like, there's no use for that. There's no functionality in that in real life. They just look like a certain way.
Rules and tools on IG.
But that's how people are deceived. They're deceived by looks. I saw a dude who's like skinny. He's scrawny. He's like a stick. He picked an engine up out of a car, an African dude. But he's like a stick skinny, man. Like this is him. This is his head. This is his body. Okay. And he put his hands in the car hood and picked up an engine and pulled it out. An engine. Where was his muscles? He has functionality. He actually has a use for what he can do. So it's not about muscles at all. They actually get in the way because it puts a load on your heart. You have to feed it. You're babysitting muscles now. It's so irrelevant. It's so dumb. You actually don't want to be big. There's no centenarians who are big. They're all small. People who live past 100 were never bodybuilders. Bodybuilders don't live long. Big people don't live long. Like those people, it's an insecurity. These people die of their insecurities. I'm older than a lot of bodybuilders. Bodybuilders, they die at 36. They die at 35. That's a prime age when bodybuilders die, is at 36 and 35. Some at 26. Like Ziz, I think he was 26. What good is it if you're dead? I'm not here to die. I'm here to live. You know, so if you have a bunch of muscles, it makes your heart have to work harder. It clogs your lymphatic system. It puts a lot of stress on your body. You're having to go work. It just wastes a lot of your life. Now, if a person wants to fill their life with that, cool. But they want to fill their life with that because they hate themselves. Because they don't fill their life with themselves, they fill it with that. And that's why they die, because that's not life. You can only die if you're not living. That's why the bodybuilders die, because they're not doing life. You can't die from life stuff, but you can die from non-life stuff. And that's why they're dead. No hate on them. I'm just saying, like, well, that obviously that thing that they were doing was not conducive to life, and then they died from it. So, am I strong? Yeah, but who cares? The mom who can pick the car up for the kid is strong. We all are, but you have to know how to tap into it. Become aware of yourself.
Beautiful. Rules and Tools asks, how would a family man implement the guide?
Oh, easy. By just doing it. There's nothing. There's nothing that disassociates you from your family. It's just a way of living, a way of approach. Don't have toxic chemicals in your house. Actually, your family will thank you for living the guide. I've had many family men start the guide, lose a bunch of weight, and now their family gets on it. They actually get more respect from their kids because they're actually doing something that's extremely effective. It makes you more cognitively inclined. You become more aware, and you get to actually embrace a deeper relationship with your family because you have more awareness. So it increases your relationship with your family because you have more awareness. Now, if you don't have awareness, that won't make any sense. But when you get the awareness, like, oh, snap, I'm close to my family now because I hear every sniffle, every this, every that, and it bonds you guys even closer together. The guide itself doesn't take you away from your family. It's just like, hey, as you're already doing what you're doing, shift it to this. So it just shifts what you're already doing in a slightly different way, and that's it. But there's no regimen, there's no routine or anything like that. You simply you're already doing this anyway, so just shift and do it like this. So it's super easy. I had a guy on the guide. He had like 7 or 8 kids, something like that. And when he was first doing the guide, his family was like, okay, dad's doing something again. All right. Because if you don't do something admirable, your family won't respect you. They'll love you because you're the dad, but they won't really respect you. They won't listen to you because they think you're full of crap, or you can't do it, or you're just making stuff up. But the dad, I think he lost around like 30, 40 pounds. He leaned up. He got younger looking. He had more energy. And then his family started respecting him more. His wife started respecting him more and coming to him for advice. When he probably had to nag his wife prior, now his wife's like, hey, what should I do about this? Now she's seeking his insight. Now the son's like, hey, dad, I want to do what you're doing too. So he started garnering respect from his family as he lived the guide. That's why you guys are here, because I got your respect. Like, you're watching me because something that I'm emitting makes you want to hear what I'm saying. Because I live in such a way that it draws people in. It's not my body. There's an energy that I emit that people are like, dude, I don't know who this Mikey guy is, but like, I want to hear what he's saying. It's an energy, and that energy can't be denied. It can be hated, but it can't be denied. A person can hate me, but they can't deny what they see. They can't deny the results. They can hate and like say all this stuff, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. This is reality. This is tangible. And for a man, for his family, when you embody this type of energy, your family will exonerate you and lift you up, because now they feel like dad's living from his prime, not an age or a power, but the truest energy of what that man is supposed to be. It's very powerful. That's why I have multiple women here. Why would multiple women want to follow me? Wouldn't women like, you already have a woman, like, no, I want to be your main woman. I want to be this. Well, I must be emitting something that multiple people, and sometimes it's even more than just Lay and Sasha, right, would want to follow me on this journey, because there's a specific energy that's being emitted. It shows you how to engage in lock into the energy of life itself. That's what made Jesus awesome. People want to follow Jesus. Of course, he did miracles and stuff like that, but the energy of the man, you embody that.
He did amazing. Thanks, Mikey.
Yeah, totally.
So Nina is here from yesterday. What are
Yo,
your
Nina, what
thoughts
up?
on hair? My hair
Oh,
is
this Nina.
thinning. Yeah, and
Man,
I'm losing them. Doctor
I
said.
saw your comments. I so want to answer. Okay, so my hair filled in quite a bit. I was bald here. There wasn't all this hair. This was bald, right? So my hair started filling in. And there's a lot of things with it, right? So you're ultimately, man, there's so many places to start from. But ultimately this, one, you're dying. That's the main reason. Your body does not need hair to live, so it's going to take all the energy it can to resuscitate your heart, make sure it continues beating and clear your lymphatics. It's going to do everything it can to save you. So in that pursuit, you might lose hair. So when you stop dying, guess what? Then your hair grows back. It's as easy as that. Now, how are you dying? It could be a lot of stuff, but nonetheless, that's what happens. The dying person loses their hair. The dying person gets sick. The dying person has wrinkly skin. The dying person looks more like a zombie. So when you stop dying, guess what? The dying person grows their hair back. I'm sorry, the not dying person or the living person grows their hair back. The living person has no wrinkles on their skin. The living person grows muscles instead of losing muscle, even though I haven't worked out in 6 years. So it's not so much how do I get my hair back? It's what is this telling me? Oh, it's telling me I'm dying. Oh, I need to start taking this seriously. So whenever you turn your focus over here and start engaging in it, and you just do this, your hair will naturally grow back automatically. So there's 1,000 things in the guide that tell you how to live. Like clearing your environment of toxins is one of the main ones in the beginning. So you definitely got to do that one. So no makeup, no cologne or perfume, no shampoo or anything like that. All chemicals that are made by man, completely remove them from your life.
Which on IG, King Without Kingdom asked how you get your hair back.
Okay, so you just heard me say that, right? So cool. So everything I just said, like, yeah, just do that. When you start living, your hair will automatically grow back. That's what happened for me. I didn't do anything to try to grow my hair back. There's no minoxidil. There's no finasteride. I do not take that crap. Not even derma rolling. I don't even do derma rolling. I tried it before, but I do not do it. I don't put anything on my skin, no oils or anything like that. It just naturally grew back. And I can show you guys where it was previously and where it is now. So I'll show you where my hair was before. Can you zoom the camera in, Sasha, on me?
Absolutely.
It's time to zoom.
Zoom. How much closer do you want?
Zoom. Can you zoom in more? Yeah.
One more.
Can you zoom in more? All the way.
It's all the way.
So this was my hair before, and it was even worse than this. But you see, like, you can see the skin here on the back. Man, my fingernail's dirty again. And now it's it now. So it was even worse than this, but this one when it was already starting to grow back on this side here, and now it's here. It's starting to fill back in. I'm not saying it's fully filled back in. I'm not saying it's all back yet, but nonetheless, I'm almost 40, and I have more hair at almost 40 than I do at the beginning of my 30s. No finasteride, no pills or anything like that. So it's a clear point to that when you stop dying, your body flourishes. Clean my nails real quick.
Okay. Sounds
What's
good.
next, Sasha?
So we have from Splendidly Intrepid.
Okay.
She said, I've been following for just a couple of weeks now, and in some of the video clips I've seen, it looks as if you're meditating. Do you meditate / contemplate? And please tell us if and how you practice.
Cool. Yeah, I meditate less now than I did back then, but let me do this little number here. But yeah, I meditate. How I do that? Well, there's some phase meditations that I share with you guys in the Discord community, and that's the main meditation that I really, really do. But all meditation really is observing yourself, your thoughts, and questioning yourself. That's all it really is. So there's no like type of meditation practice that I do besides the phase meditations, which it's not even a meditation. It's more of a very proactive movement throughout your consciousness. So I don't do mantras or something like that. It's just like, all right, bro. Because like I want real results. So these people who are on the mantra stuff, okay, but I look at their life and I wouldn't trade my life for their life. I try to only take advice from somebody who I would trade lives with.
Rules and tools that just got the guide. Look forward to getting started.
All right, cool. Your life is about to change forever. I promise you that when you apply this guide, you're going to look back at your former self and you won't even you're like, dude, that was me. Because it's going to show you how much damage that you were in before. You're going to become a whole new type of being. You're going to truly glisten and evolve and radiate to the point where you won't even be recognizable to your former self. So get ready for it.
Beautiful. Take this out. So, what do you recommend, or do you recommend seed retention while on the guide?
No, I don't recommend it.
Are you natural?
Can you do it? Yeah. But do I recommend it? No, of course not. There are if you have freaking toxins in your environment, bro, who cares about if you're holding in your little man fluids, your little man drips? If your environment's poison, it gets to the things that actually matter. So yeah. Do I recommend it? No. Can you do it? Yeah, if you want to. Am I natural? All natural. Never taken steroids.
And Tone is here.
Yo, Tone! What up, Tone? Love you, man.
Yeah.
Love you, brother. You're amazing.
Always brings so much joy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He asked, how was your digestion after eating day?
It was normal. It was actually easier than when I drink stuff. So eating was easier than me drinking. I want to sit down for a bit.
Okay.
Here, you guys can sit. I have in the guide, it tells you to sit on the floor. So I have like a whole little pillow thing here and everything else. That's like on the bed and stuff like that. So you guys can sit down with me. I try to make sure the fibers and everything are like natural fibers, either linen or cotton or stuff like that. I can't always get that, but I try my best to.
I can even zoom out some.
Yeah, cool.
And then go to the.
Oh yeah.
How you feeling?
There's been a lot of psychic energy here lately, so I've just been taking in. And I feel like mega mind. I feel like my head's just like, oh, the energy.
There we go. Get a nice little close up here.
Dude, my skin is like glowing. Holy snap, dude! I feel like it's putting out its own light.
Yeah, you are radiating.
Thank you, baby.
At the highest level.
All right, next.
Okay, so next one, I see Hybrid Mechanics is talking about Bretharianism.
I'm not a Bretharian, bro. I don't really care about it. I don't care about any label or anything. Vegans, carnivore, breath. Like I don't care about this. I'm a living human. And I focus on living. That's it. I don't care about a title or some sort of practice. It doesn't. They're all distractions. The main thing is be aware, be conscious. No matter what you're doing, just be aware as you do it. You can be a Bretharian if you want to, but if you're not aware as you're doing it, then it doesn't really matter. That's with everything. You can be married if you want to, but if you're not aware in your marriage, you'll probably get divorced or you have a very sour one. Everything's completely dependent upon your awareness.
And then Lilith Elevate asked, why consume blood? Does it lower your vibration?
No, that's a bunch of hooey gooey foo-foo, bro. Like lower your vibration. That's such silly things that people who want to sound important say. They don't even know what that means. They don't even know what lower the vibration means. Are men lower vibrations because they have a deeper voice? Or should we not listen to bass and bass drums? All vibrations are good vibrations. Like no matter the wavelength, no matter the frequency, they're all good. So for a person to say, wouldn't that lower your, they don't even know what they're saying. They're just making stuff up because they want to sound important. I am probably more aware than any spiritual person you've ever heard talk, or at least I say things that are so far vast and beyond, yet I put it so simplistically that you can understand and digest it, that I supersede them in their results. And I have better physical results. And if that was so, then why do I speak in such a conscious manner beyond them? Why do I run laps around them? Why is my skin more radiant than theirs? If I was in a low vibration, then why is my skin glistening? Then why are my eyes so bright? Why are my teeth so white? I don't use toothpaste. Why am I emitting everything of a high vibration if it lowers my vibration? Because it doesn't. It's just hooey gooey. It's just nonsense. People want to sound important. They want to justify their cause. So they'll gather and soak up anything that they can use to try to justify their positions because they're insecure.
Awesome. And Uzair from YT asked, why sit on the floor instead of a couch or a chair?
Better for your body in so many ways. It's way better. Remember, the highest way, man.
Heck yeah. And Splendidly Intrepid said, thank you.
The guy talks about that actually, about sitting on the floor. So yeah, way better for you. You want to be in different, because right now my feet are perched to the side in a sense like that, but then I'll get uncomfortable, so I'll move like this afterwards, and then I'll move like this, and I can talk to you guys like that. I'll have like one foot out and one foot here. So you're constantly moving positions, versus like if you're in a seat, like you're stuck in that seat, in that position. You want to always be embodying different positions in reality. Always. That's why even whenever I was standing, you see me stand on one foot or like this, or hands above my head. Like you need to always be embodying multiple positions of reality. Always, because how you get new frequencies.
And
Next.
Splendidly Intrepid said, thank you. I've never agreed with how the medical world treats aging, especially the whole bit about losing muscle, that if you don't put on as much muscles as you can by 50, you won't be able to after.
Well, that's dying people telling you their dying methods. Like, well, your people still die, bro. You don't produce centenarians. So like, who cares what they have to say? And probably the medical system, most likely, and maybe not them. Okay, I won't say this. I won't make a claim. But whoever is feeding and funding may not want you to live a long time anyway. So why would they tell you how to live long? Seeing as the people with the biggest muscles usually die early. It's okay to move. I'm not saying like be stagnant or anything like that, but you don't gotta go out and try to put on muscles. Just live and be happy. Don't be a prisoner. Don't be a slave. You don't gotta go and put on muscles. That's like forced manipulation. Just live and be happy.
Coherence Queen said, I pick up and wrangle babies all day and feel like a superhero. So I'm just wondering, what do you do that's different than what I do? My mind is lit.
Wrangled babies?
Yeah.
You pick up wrangled babies, so like you're like a daycare person or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Okay, I can scroll down and see if she.
No, well, she'll comment. We'll come back to it. Who's the person?
Coherence Queen.
Oh yeah, cool. Well, I mean, well, I've been telling you all that I do, so like just compare it to what you do. Like I've told you like this entire life of what I do, so I already been saying it for the past hour. So like, if you're here, you've heard me. All right, next.
Awesome. And Anastasia said, do you experience pain in your body? What can you say about chronic pain?
Well, the chronic pain is trying to tell you there's a problem. But if it's chronic, it just means you haven't been paying attention for however long it's been there. The chronic pain is an indicator to try to tell you that you need to pay attention to this specific area, that there's something happening there. And chronic pain is the receipt or the confirmation that you haven't been doing that one responsibility that you have. That's all it is. So however you need to reverse it or revert it or whatever, you need to start by paying attention to it. Why is it here? Where did it come from? When did it start? Was it always there? You know, there was a woman who had migraines for like 20 years. She went to doctors and stuff like that. And she's on medication, but like no matter what, she always had migraines. And then she got the guide, and within 2 weeks from doing the guide, her chronic migraines of 20 years went away. She'd never had one ever since then. She lived with it for 20 years, got the guide, and in 2 weeks it was gone. It's so easy. Get the tank.
Okay. It's tank time. So Selena asked, what about bone loss, bone density? So weightlifting for women is good for our bones, osteoporosis. What would you suggest women stop lifting for longevity?
Lifting for longevity is like a campaign slogan. Lift for longevity. Because if they can make, you get what I'm saying? Like if they can say, hope, lift for longevity, not my president. If they can make a buzzword, a buzz phrase, a tagline, you'll believe it because it sounds snappy. Lift for longevity. And then you're manipulated. You're so easily manipulated. Oh, like everybody is. And we got to understand that we are so easily manipulated. Because if it sounds catchy, then it must be true. Lift for longevity. My grandma lived to be 96. That woman never lifted a day in her life. My Aunt Ruth lived to be 104. She never lifted a day in her life. Instead of trying to live to combat osteoporosis, probably see why are your bones deteriorating in the first place. Why wouldn't they be sustained? And when you get to the actual source, and guess what? You may not have to lift as much, or maybe even lift at all. So don't be manipulated by these catchphrases, guys. Don't be so simple in your mind that these catchphrases can overtake the way your cognitive functions, your executive processing. Lift for longevity. Why are your bones weak in the first place? What's eating away at them?
SLK said, how can the field build you? I think that's referring to the latest reel that was posted.
Well, you're built by the field because the field holds you together. So that's the primary way. So the field gives you a chance to be built. If your field is disrupted, then you'll become unstable and you'll deteriorate and atrophy. Your skin will sag. So it's not a direct correlation that the field builds you per se, and it does, but primarily that it holds you together and sustains you long enough for you to regenerate from it, to be in a position to where you can regenerate inside out. So you want to make sure that you don't disrupt your field. You don't cause distortion or knock it out of alignment or something like that. That's the main thing. So it's not that the field's building you per se, but it's more so that it's keeping you together so you can be built internally. Just do not distort. Don't knock it out of whack. Or don't knock it into whack.
And Coherence Queen said 3 toddlers running rampant.
Two binkies fell.
Oh, that's funny.
Context, Joel. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, here's her question.
The question before, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I have followed her. What are you doing differently? Like, what are you talking about?
So how would a girl like me just decide to live the way that Mikey's living?
Oh. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't need to not be a mom or something like that. Like, it doesn't have you, like, you actually stop going to the gym. You have more time with your kids. You don't have to, you actually become more aware to where you're more cognizant and you're actually closer with your family because you get the chance and the opportunity to spend more time with them. There's nothing that the guide has you do. Like, what do you think the guide, like, how do you think the guide, here, this is even better. How do you think the guide would cause you to be further from your family or put you in a position to where you couldn't take care of your family? Like, what do you think that's in the guide that would have you be in that position? And that might help me better answer your question.
And then Tone was like, if you hate Mikey, you hate yourself.
I'm literally like the nicest guy, the most inclusive. Again, I want my people to succeed, and I don't care if everybody succeeds, but I want my people to succeed, my Discord community and everybody else. But ultimately, I'm always the nicest guy everywhere I go. People are surprised at like how nice and inviting and inclusive I am. So if a person would ever hate me, they're just a hater. They just hate themselves, like Tone said, because I'm like, why? I'm so loving. Because I intimidate you, because I have big muscles, and that you prejudge me because I look like people who you probably have a bias against or something like that. Well, don't judge a book by its cover, man. Not all people are the same. Like, actually listen to me talk. You know, this is exposing you more than it's exposing me. This is actually exposing that you're a prejudiced person. So anybody who looks like this, you already have a preconceived notion or bias against them, which shows that the person's prejudiced. You know, like if you're prejudiced, like that's a pretty bad person. So like, don't do that to yourself. I'm the most loving guy ever, dude. That's why I have so many lovers. That's why I have so many women. It's because I'm loving. If I was not a loving man, I wouldn't have so many lovers. I got here by having so much love. So yeah, if a person doesn't love me, and they don't have to like love me, but if they hate me, it's just like, bro, that's on them. Let's just be happy. How are you gonna hate this smile, bro? Come on. These are real. This ain't veneers, dude. This is my real teeth. I don't believe in that fake crap.
Cute. Move On Ape said, what do you think about GOTUS? I think it's a person. I don't know who that is.
What is GOTUS? Is it a condition?
I'm not sure. We'll find out. So, Baka, you are so funny. Even if it's midnight for you, it's not midnight here, obviously. It's bright and sunny, and that is why the rooster is crowing. Yes, you see this beautiful sky here. Hey, that's me. Back of my head. All right. And then also Coherence Queen asked, wait, I want to know about what toothpaste is. Like the toothpaste. Did you talk about toothpaste?
I don't use toothpaste for my teeth.
Okay.
We have a recipe in the guide to make food paste. So I don't make toothpaste, I have food paste.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Awesome. And then Nina.
Zoom in a little closer though. Oh, I can do this.
You want it closer?
Oh, no, no.
You want me to zoom out?
No, that's
a
good.
little bit?
That's good.
Okay. And oh yeah, what's that string in your mouth? That is a tube for the oxygen tank that he is breathing some pure oxygen. Just, I guess, because he wants
It's my
to.
snack. My midday snack, bro.
Prana.
My prana.
This is how he eats. This is how he goes 303 days without eating.
Oh, I'm so full. I'm gonna have to take a big turd later.
Oh
Oh,
my God. Give him some fresh air. Breath is life. Okay. No, he's just, that was all a joke. He does not do this. That's not the reason why. Anyways. And Nina asked questions to Sasha. Oh, hey, what's up, girl? What is your story? What has changed after implementing the guide? Well, a lot has changed. I lost 30 pounds. My inflammation went down. Like my mind has expanded so much more. I have more energy now. I used to fall asleep in the middle of the day, and then now I'm lit
dude, this
until
girl,
night.
this girl, I never seen somebody pass out so quick. Hey, where's your phone at?
It's right here.
Let me see your phone.
Okay.
I have never seen somebody pass out. Like you'll be talking to Sasha, and then you'll look over like a second later, she's passed out, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, it's like almost like borderline like narcoleptic, and it's like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
I would go so hard, but my energy would crash midday.
Multiple times a day, and she kind
Yeah.
of like wouldn't even be there, dude.
So yeah, it has cleared my mind. It has given me a lot of energy, and I can think better, and I can process information better. There's a lot of changes, but yeah, physically I lost 30 pounds. Less inflammation.
Here's Sasha's before and after. So the little cactus shirt and the gray is the after. So this
Okay,
is
you're
her,
gonna have to scoot this way just a little bit more. There you go.
there you go.
Yo. So yeah, that's mine before and after. Also, I stay looking young and fresh.
Yeah, people think she's younger than me, dude.
Yeah. But I'm actually older than Mikey.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
What else on the guide? Hair filled back in.
Oh yeah.
Teeth regenerated.
My teeth did regenerate.
A lot of inflammation went away. But she had cyst
Yeah.
on her chest.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Like
that.
on her breast, she had like cysts and growths on her breast.
Yeah, I had a lot of cysts on my chest, and
Like 5. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, now it's all gone, dissolved.
This is all they're out.
But speaking on the teeth thing, I had chipped my tooth like 2 years ago, and then after a while, through just living life, my tooth filled in, so I stopped having cracks, and the chip started filling in.
Her teeth would break all the time. It was weird, man. Her teeth would always break.
Yeah, I think it's because of long-standing indecisiveness, and what I started being more decisive.
Well, that and no A
person.
through zinc.
Oh yeah, the A through zinc helps a lot. I'm telling you, getting all your vitamins and minerals is so important. So yeah, those are some of my changes. It's been a lot. Let's see. Rules and Tools said I was raised by a naturopath, and I've been taught that the body can facilitate itself if it gets the natural components to do so. What is your outlook on that framework?
Yeah, of course. Your body wants to live, so it'll do everything it can to live. Even it'll work against you killing it. And it'll, like, if you try to hold your breath, it'll try to breathe. If you try to stop your heart, it'll beat it. Your body wants to live. So if you just stop fighting it, it'll do everything for you. That's why I look like this. I allow my body to do what it wants to do. So I'm all with it, man. It wants to live. It wants to live more than you do. Your body's the only thing keeping you alive. You don't breathe. Your body does. You don't beat your heart. Your body does. Your body's trying to live. So when you give it everything it needs, dude, it'll make you super powered.
And Smoshina Maria asked, how do you know when you need to stop and eat?
That's a great question. Well, I don't want to say because I don't want you guys to do this part because it'd be premature. You guys need to eat every single day. At least for the first 2 to 3 years in the guide, eat every single day. You've been malnourished. You treat yourself like crap. You haven't gotten everything that you need. You haven't regenerated to the highest point. So for you guys, eat every single day. If you want to eat 10 times a day, it's all cool. But eat every single day. And that's the main thing that it is. And that's all I'll go in that.
So she also asked, what is the powder that you recommend to take? How often do you take it?
I don't recommend to take it. So it wasn't a powder that I recommend to take. I know that you guys are so used to being sold and so used to being marketed to, but if I show you guys something, I'm not marketing this to you or telling you to buy it or telling you to do it. I'm simply sharing my life with you guys, and it's not a recommendation. It's just me sharing a part of my life because I don't eat every day, but you should. I'm not recommending the living powder, but I'm showing you that I intake a living powder. I want that to be said first. Okay, cool. Now, if you did want the living powder, yeah, you can get it. Do I have it for available on my website? Yes, but I'm not recommending that you get it. You don't have to get it if you don't want to. It's not even a big deal. But the living powder has over 300 different herbs that we have foraged and dehydrated ourselves, all from all around the world, that we've gone to personally into the jungle, into the forest, and gotten these specific plants, stuff like that, and then made into a powder. And sometimes I will intake this and sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll go a week and I won't intake any of it. And then sometimes I will intake like that much right there. Just like a little bit. And I'll just, I'll go like. That's it. I'm going to swallow it down. It dissolves into the water or the coffee or whatever I have. And that's it. Yeah. So do I recommend that you take it? No, but it's extremely powerful because every plant has some sort of benefit or activation for you. So you want to intake as many as you can. So there's probably close to 400 now because we have so many. If you want that, you can find it available on MikeyBreathes.com. It's called Living Powder. Am I saying that you have to get it? No, because you removing toxins is way more important than you getting living powder. But if you do want to boost, like if you want an increase, like a superpower activation in your body, yeah, living powder will help with that. I don't intake it every single day. You don't have to intake it every single day, but like the components in there charge your life in your body.
STFNAL asks, what's the benefits of taking pure oxygen and how often do you do it?
Well, your body is like 60% oxygen, so you're primarily oxygen. You're more gas than anything. So the benefit of it is you're made of it. So it helps you become what you actually are. I don't do it very often. Sometimes I won't even be able to find an oxygen tank. And whenever I do it, I'll usually do it to hold my breath. So that's whenever I usually intake the oxygen. I'll do it so I can do a specific meditation and a breath hold. And I'll do it for that. But since I'm chilling here with you guys, I'll just breathe oxygen just for the fun of it. But I usually won't like have it on and just consecutively breathe it, continually breathe it. I'll just have it, breathe it, and then do a specific type of meditation, and then I'm done. So like one tank may last me like a month. Might last me like a long time.
And then
It's not very big. It's not a very big tank. It's like 10 liters or something like that, right, Lay?
yeah, that's 10 liters.
Yeah.
Which Macaulay asked, how about fasting? Isn't fasting good for you?
No. Fasting is self-deprecation. It's starving yourself. It's self-manipulation. It's discipline. It's willpower. It's force. It's self-hate. It's discipline. You're forcing yourself not to eat. Eating is a natural function in your body. People hate themselves so much that they'll manipulate themselves and convince themselves to starve themselves when really you can get better results just from loving your body. I don't fast. You don't need to fast. I have none of my people fast. And all of my people have seen the most amazing results than people who do fast. When a person wants to proactively starve themselves, they are in deep levels of self-hatred. And you can see it on their face. My face glows. My face is youthful. My face has a youthful appearance to it. But those people who do the fast, like if you really look, man, like they're in deep levels of self-hate, but they really want to be special, so they'll tell you they're fast. I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm just chatting with you guys. As you guys ask questions, yeah, cool. But I'm not saying like, oh yeah, this and that. But the people who fast are trying to tell you they're stacked, they're fast, they're protein supplement, whatever, stack plan, this and that. It's be able to decipher insecurity. See where these people are coming from. When you live in insecurity, you're going to, in a sense, end your own life. When you operate in self-love, you never need to starve yourself. That's for people. Let the people who hate themselves fast. But you love yourself, eat.
Beautiful. So the burning bush did ask, can I buy smaller amounts of the life powder, say like 10 servings?
No, because I had to ship it from Asia and it costs a lot. I think it's like sometimes over $100 just to ship it. So like it's better to get like a big. You would be paying almost an equal amount just for the shipping. So yeah, that's why we have them in bundles now. We used to sell them one by one because it was easy, but like the more inland we go, because we're in Nepal, so it's like a landlocked country. It's you got to go through some hoops to get it out of Asia now, especially with all the tariffs and stuff like that. So it's a very rare thing.
Yeah, they have customs taxes and fees, and then also like you have to go through. It takes about a month to even get to you.
Yeah, it takes us about an hour filling out papers to send it to you. So like we got to go there, we got to like sign all these papers, we got to like show them our IDs and who we are, who's it going to. It's a whole process to even do it. So like if I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna do it, like it's gonna be worth the trip to go and do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But if you guys don't get it, it's cool. It's totally fine. It's not even that big a deal.
Yeah, you guys have a bunch of herbs in your backyard. There is dandelion.
Yeah, but they probably spray. They probably spray the skies and stuff like that. So it's all like poison.
That's a good point, Michael.
Yeah.
And then Splendidly Intrepid asks, do Sasha and May, but it's Lay, still eat as they normally have, or has their hunger started to subside? I can answer this unless you want to. So like Lay has actually extended her time as well because she is just not hungry also. So yes, this effect.
But Lay's been on the guide with me for like 5 years. So this is not something you're gonna do in the beginning of the guide. You need to eat every single day. So after 5 years of being in the guide, Lay's like, okay, cool, I'm ready to start venturing off. Especially as a woman, you're a lot more sensitive. So now Lay will, she'll go multiple days and she won't eat because she's learned how to hone in her energy and sustain. It's all about energetic sustainment.
And for me, I'm like going every 3 days because that's when I actually start feeling the hunger. And then also if I utilize my energy faster or more in that time period, I do feel hunger faster because I use it.
And Sasha has also been on the guide for 5 years.
Yes.
So this is not something that you're going to do in the beginning of the guide. And if you care about it, then your intentions aren't pure.
Yeah.
If you have a preference and you want to do this in a specific way, you're going to end up manipulating yourself. You got to come in with pure intentions, an open mind, an open heart, and true care for yourself. You cannot care about the action. You have to care about yourself. And when you see yourself and you actually care about yourself, you'll do whatever's the best for you. You'd want to eat. Okay, I cannot say that enough. I know you guys understand me though. What else?
Awesome. So Ofra Makeup asked, what when you are not eating, you hydrate yourself? ?
I don't hydrate myself per se. That's another like buzzword, keyword that are like buzz term that people say, oh, hydrate yourself. But yeah, I will drink stuff. Am I hydrating myself? No, not necessarily per se. Because you don't really need to hydrate yourself.
I think we need Lay.
Hold on 1 second.
Lay?
No. Just go find her.
Me?
Yeah, it's cool. I got this. I'm gonna talk about the hydration. No, you're good. The camera's here. You can't even see.
Okay.
Just go this way. Sasha, you're a woman. Sasha's putting on shorts just to go talk to another lady in her house. She has a shirt on. They don't wear clothes around the house, guys. So,
Let's go find that.
all right. And make sure that this door's closed too, please. No,
Oh, the bottom one?
the one to your left right there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Leia might be upstairs. She might be in the other room. We have we have a new maid today, so I think that she needs like assistance and help and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't hydrate myself in the conventional terms. It's not about, because like to hydrate yourself, right? You'd probably drink water. I don't drink water. But I do drink stuff, yeah. So I'll drink juices and whatnot, blood, because you guys are big on that. More so, you gotta remove the paradigm of what you've been told and how all these fitness industry terms are just quick words to bypass your cognitive thinking. Live for longevity, hydrate, and all this other stuff. And it's just like these things kind of bypass your reasoning because they sound right. When you truly see them, why would you need to hydrate? What's taking the hydration? Well, you're made of like a lot of water or like a lot of fluid. So like, why wouldn't you already have the fluid there? So do you actually need to hydrate? More times than not, no. But guess what? There's a lot of stents. Like I like to say this word for the toxins, like stents inside of you. These toxins that are latching on or bonding on to these water molecules. Then yeah, in a sense, you need to hydrate because the toxins are present. But guess what? When you don't have toxins in your environment, there's no longer a need to try to compensate by intaking more water. So it's not that you need to hydrate. The dehydration is to reveal to you that there's toxins in your environment that are binding onto the water molecules that you have. And whenever you clear that out, then you don't really need to do it as much. I still drink stuff. All right, what else? You find her?
Mendez Fit asks, is it possible to get your book or the guide in bookstores in South Africa?
In the bookstore, no. But ship to? Yes, we can ship to South Africa. We can ship to South Africa.
And Get Weird With It said, you eat every 20 days? ?
Well, the last cycle I did, it was 303 days. So I ate after 303 days. Will I go that long again? Most likely, yeah. So now it's like at least every 300 days, so like maybe like once a year type of vibe. Some years it'd be twice, I guess, if you do it from the start or something like that. Or like it ends on the year, or it starts in the year and then, yeah. But we'll see.
Your voice
Because
sounds
you guys have to remember, I repost my videos. So like some people don't get the idea or the concept of reposting. So a video that, because like a lot of people think that, I guess they think I'm new and I just started posting. I've been posting for 4 years. So some of my videos that you see are 4 years old, but guess what? I still say the same message. My message hasn't changed. So like I was eating every 20 days back in 2024 or something like that in Indonesia. That's when that was, like Indonesia time, 2024, like in the summertime, like May. So like I repost old videos because the message is still there. So like you got to get past the days eating and stuff like that and just hear the message that I actually say. So yeah, but do understand I repost old videos. Like a dude tried to now you ain't worth my time. But yeah.
Selena said, my work is movement fitness. When you say we have to continue eating, are we also going to continue training and moving in whatever way?
Well, don't train, period. Never train. Because to train is to be dogmatic about it and mechanical in your approach. You just want to be free. You want to play. So do the opposite. Like, hey, it's playtime. Let's just play. Let's have fun. And whatever movement you want to do in that time, be sporadic and spontaneous in it. Like add spontaneity in it. But if it's a mechanical process, thought out routine, you end up trapping yourself and you bind yourself and it steals your life and you die. You actually have your soul sucked and you start being drained from it. Hey, Sasha, could you move this stand here? I put it on the mic on accident. I can actually use this microphone now if you want to hook it up.
Okay.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Lemon squeezy. We're going to hook that mic up to the phone. Or do you want to hook it up to the computer? Okay, and the sound will come through there?
I can just switch the sound.
Well, actually, no, because you're answering questions. I don't want to take your mic. All right, cool. It's cool. Next time for interviews, we'll do it like that then. You don't have to unplug it from there. You have to undo it from there. That can always stay on. And then we'll just unravel it. So that way, like, there's no maintenance or setup. It's always just, it's like ready to go. Yeah, it's cool. All right, next, let's get answer a couple more. Yeah.
Okay. So Dow KLF said, I got my teeth fixed. Is that a toxin?
Teeth fixed? Look at the manipulation that they told you. I got my teeth fixed. What does that mean per se? Like, if they're broken, okay, that helps. But like, if they were crooked, you know what I'm saying? Like these words are hyperboles, and they really bypass your reasoning because they sound right. Okay, I got my teeth fixed. What do you mean by that? You got veneers? You got like plugs and veneers? You got a root canal? Or like, what does that mean per se? Because they can convince you by saying these specific phrases and terms, and then you fall into the trap and you don't even think about it. So what do you mean you got your teeth fixed? What does fixed mean? You're just hanging up on the top. Yeah. You're good, Sasha. Don't worry about it. That's good. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Good idea.
Awesome. And then Smoshina Maria asked, what do you drink?
Liquids. No, I mean, I just drink like just different stuff, man. Like coffee, ginger, juice, tea, milk, juice. I drink some blood sometimes. People really flip out about that. Broth, I'll drink some broth sometimes. It just depends on where I am. Sometimes I'll drink coconut water, sometimes I won't. It just depends. I don't drink water though. I don't drink water. I don't drink smoothies. I don't drink meal replacements or shakes or anything like that. Yeah.
Aw, this is so cool. Mike on YT said, only man I ever watched that stands on business. He's dropping facts. Y'all better pay attention because he's giving out life lessons.
This is it. Well, I want you guys to come alive. I want my words to permeate throughout you, to bring your soul to a higher essence, and it radiates through your body. That's it. That's why I'm here. I want myself to be effective. I'm here to literally transform you. I want to say things that enters you and it changes you from the inside out. That's why I'm here. I want to convert the entire world into angelic beings. That's what I want. Who's going to say like, nah, I don't want to look like an angel, bro. Nah, I don't want to look godly. Nah, I want to look sick. No, everybody wants to be of a higher degree. So I want my words to penetrate through you and then start activating the power that's already inside of you.
Beautiful. And then Splendidly Intrepid said, traveling like you all do, have you learned the different languages of the land? Living the way of the guide, are you connecting differently with the world?
Well, that's a lot of questions, but yeah, I mean, I'm connecting differently to the world because every time I go to a different place, I end up imparting a new function about me. So I see the whole world in a different way every time. But learning the language of the land, hell no, bro. I'm in a new country like almost every month. There's no way I can learn a new language every month. That would be crazy. I don't even want to. That'd be more than I want. But it's been amazing traveling, and it's been amazing connecting with the locals. Like I do love the locals because usually wherever I go, people aren't even familiar with it. Like even the people of the city aren't familiar to the places that I stay because I'm in like the local place. So I don't even stay in the city. So whenever I go into the city, like I'm in Kathmandu now, I'll be at a specific spot. And if I go on a date with a girl or something like that, I tell them where I am and they won't even know the town or village I'm in. That's how local I am. I'm
So
induced
cool.
in it.
And also, Ali Sharif said, just got your guide yesterday. Excited. I am
Congrats, bro.
140 pages in, breath section. The exercise in the guide definitely making big difference in my energy. Looking forward to learn more. Thank you.
Yeah, totally, bro. Your life is about to change forever. So get ready for it. And also hop your booty on in my Discord, man. Get locked in this community and be transformed forever. Let's go, baby. Yeah, oxygen got me hyped now. I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, dog. That's some high quality O2.
Ferguson Studio said, you are more powerful than DBZ characters combined. Also, you are so beautiful. And
Love you.
then, how do you know all of this? Did you have any gurus or inspiration?
Hell no. It's paying attention, bro. We mean gurus. Like, you just look. Like, look. Life is loud. It speaks. It's very apparent. It's always talking. It's always trying to show you. It doesn't want people to be dumb. So when you just look, like, it's very apparent. It's very aware. So I just opened my eyes and actually, like, used them.
And Ishmael said, as I'm waiting for my bank to activate my Visa card for payment, is it important to take matcha or green tea? Yeah.
Take. Listen to you, man. They manipulated you. Is it important to take? You mean drink matcha? You mean drink green tea? Take it. Like everything's a supplement. Everything's a merit. Like, okay, I took my matcha today. These are the insecure people of the fitness industry wanting merit because they have no identity of themselves. They're so empty that they have to take what we would normal people just say drink. I'm not talking about you. I'm not saying this to you, but like they have implemented this verbiage into you to where now you speak like them. Is it important to take matcha? You mean just drink? You think a Japanese person would say, I take my matcha in the early part of the day. No, they just drink it. No, it's not important to drink matcha. If you want to, yeah. But if you don't, it's cool. It's whatever, dude. There's a billion other plants out there that you can intake.
And Maria asked, can you make from time to time like some sort of contest to win your guide?
Make the contest. Like Maria, come up with a cool idea of like what that contest would be. And if it's cool, then yeah. But if not, then I'm like, go back to the drawing board.
Blaze one said, take is crazy.
They manipulate you guys so much to where like now they're like something that you would normally drink. They're like, okay, I'm gonna take 30 grams of matcha, and it just makes you guys into robots. Like you're not even aware of what's actually being said. It like just turns you like an automatic autopilot type of thing. And like it's not concerning, screw it. It's funny, but like I'm pointing it out because I want you guys to be able to like see this and think. Because if not, I could easily manipulate this and use it for myself. I'm like, here, I want to tell you what you need to take. You're gonna take 30 grams of ginger. Oh, I don't want to do that though, because it kills you. It takes your life from you. That's what's being taken. You're not taking matcha, you're taking your life. All right, next.
And then Franco asked on FB, you say you're against working out. What about?
I'm not against working out. I'm just saying there's a higher way. You can work out if you want to. I don't care. I'm not out there protesting against working out. I'm just saying to operate in the highest form of life, you can't waste your time with this insecure BS. Like you got to divert all of your energy to like holding this cognitive load. You got to take this huge, thick, girthy cognitive load into your mind and be able to process reality, which means you need all the energy that you can get. And if you're working out, you're just wasting all this energy and giving it to a piece of metal, a barbell. So I'm not against working out. I don't care what people do. You can work out if you want to, but I'm saying to live the highest way of life, you can't waste even 1 ounce of energy, 1 iota. Anyway.
And then the rest of his question was, what about for athletes?
Is he an athlete? Because if you're not an athlete, then don't even concern yourself with things that don't, concern you or relate to you. But if you are an athlete, you can work out if you want to. Like, here's the thing. Before we even get started, are you going to live the way that I'm telling you? Are you going to go to a higher conscious way? Or are we just talking here? Because if you're serious about it, then yeah, I'll tell you. But if you're just saying this is to say it, but you're not even going to change your mind or even like really interested, then why waste our time? If you're not an athlete, and if you are an athlete and you don't even care either way, then why are we wasting our time with these things, these frivolous things? But if you are an athlete and you do want to hear this and you are like, hey, well, maybe I can go to a higher degree consciously, then yeah, I'm definitely open to share. But yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, why waste our time with hypotheticals?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, why do you guys waste your time with so many hypotheticals? It makes you docile and you don't do anything in life. You're just talking about hypotheticals. Well, what if I was and this and that? It's like, okay, you spent the last 30 minutes not progressing forward in life. Getting the love of your life, getting the money that you want, going to the place, traveling, because you're just too busy in figments, fictitious things.
That's it's people are like true, and then you so real.
No more hypotheticals, guys. Are you an athlete? No, then who cares? All right, next, And then like only focus on what you're going for, what you're aiming for, what you are, and what's actual. If it's not actual, who cares? But maybe one day it might happen. We'll think about it then. We'll think about it when it happens. Until then, it hasn't happened. And chances are it probably won't.
And then Kayla asked, Can you talk about seed retention? Do you ever
Kayla?
release? Yeah.
Kayla, why are you so interested in what I do with my man drip? Kayla, a girl? Kayla, why are you interested about what I do with my man drip? No, I'm playing. Seed retention, right? You just don't spill it. Like I could go on forever, but it's not something that's really that important. Because if you have toxins in your environment, it doesn't matter if you hold in your fluids. If there's poisons in your atmosphere and your air, who cares if you do the little jizzy jizz or not? Who cares? Like, it doesn't even matter. You're literally being poisoned in real time. That's the more important thing. So I focus on like the most immediate things. And then later, after you've done all this other stuff, then I'm like, yeah, if you want to retain it, cool, yeah, go ahead. But if you haven't even done the basics, like, why are we talking about things that are like side quests?
She's asking because of her man.
Well, no. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Now I want to get into this now because her man is your man doing it, or is your man doing this? Is he holding back his drip from you? Do you want his drip? No, seriously though, do you? Or is he thinking about doing it? Is he there beside you? Because now I'm intrigued. Like, where's this going and where's this coming from? Like, if he's doing it, because I haven't talked to the woman's side of a guy who's doing it. Usually the guys who do it are single, and there's like, that type of thing. I'm obviously not single. I have multiple lovers, and I hold my man. I haven't spilled in some time. It's been not super long, but like, I definitely don't do it every day.
She said yes.
So he's doing it. Okay. Have you noticed any improvements on him or anything changed? Is he more aggressive? Is he more like not intolerable, but like intolerant to like things? Does he have a shorter fuse? Like, what are the things that you've seen so far? And we'll answer other questions as she's typing that out. Yeah.
Okay. So
because I'm going to interview you now. Like, I've never heard the girl side of this.
So Dow came back about the teeth. He said they were hurting me, and it's artificial teeth.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of just like, the pain is there, your body's way of telling you, hey, pay attention to me. You just pulled them out. So instead of listening to your body that's crying for help, like, hey, we're in pain, please help us, you just excommunicated them. You severed them off. That's how barbaric and butchering this way of the man is. Like, your teeth are in pain. Okay, let's just pull them out. Oh, you're in pain. Your body's crying for help. No, cut it out. Let's just cut them. Let's just kill them. Hey, but can I actually like help my teeth because they're crying in pain to get my attention? Nah, bro, just pull them out. Just kill them. Do you see how detrimental that is? Do you see how destructive this way of the man is? Here, put in this artificial stuff that you have to renew every so often. You have to keep coming in for our check-ins. They didn't help you. They didn't heal your teeth. They didn't make your teeth better. They ripped them out. They grinded them down, and they put fake ones in. They took your teeth away from you, and they put theirs in. They didn't help you. They implanted themselves in you, and now you have to carry them for the rest of your life because your teeth cried out in pain, but instead of listening to them, like, be an advocate to wake people up, bro. Like, your teeth were in pain because they were trying to get your attention that something's wrong. Now you probably have no feeling. So whatever's wrong is still there because the pain was trying to tell you what was wrong. But if you didn't change anything, that means whatever was causing the pain is still in your mouth. It can go to your gums, to your gums. It can go to your brain, it can go to your ears, it can go to your heart. Your teeth were trying to tell you something's entering in this area that's not right, and we need to identify what it is so we can protect ourselves. But now that you don't have those teeth anymore, you can no longer sense what's going on. So now you're belligerent and you're numb to what's actually happening in your reality and around you. But no, they fixed you. Oh, yeah, you got your teeth fixed. No, you're fixed. Now you have no perception or sensibility of the knowledge that your teeth were trying to relay to you by giving you the pain signals. Because they want to sell you they're artificial. F the real, buy the fake. You know what I'm saying? I can't make your teeth grow back or anything like that, and you can't go back. Moving forward, you can at least be an advocate for people who might be going down that same path. That pain was your teeth's love cry to you to tell you that something's wrong, to get your attention. But instead, they told you to kill your teeth and put in this fake set. And now you'll never have those signals again. You can't have the signal of what's not there. Artificial gives you no signal. Your teeth are antenna. That's why when you touch cold or you put certain things to your teeth, there's nerve endings because there's signals and they're picking up signals to tell you if this is good or bad and everything else. Sorry, bro.
And my cool 27.
What about Kayla? Did she come back? Where's
Nope,
Kayla at?
she didn't come back.
Kayla, you better
Not
tell me.
yet. But my cool, the answer is no. Moving on. Bobaru
Baba.
Gabriella
Balbazar.
asked, do you believe humans are immortal?
No, I don't believe humans are immortal at all. I believe humans are extremely mortal. That's what we are. We're mortals. But if we bypass the humanity, we can come into a state of a specific energy that transmits through our body that makes us into an eternal being. Not even immortal, but eternal. I do think there's a difference between eternal and immortal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the difference between?
If they ask, I'll let them know. But if not, then I'm not going to.
Now I'm curious. I'm like,
I bet you are curious, huh?
okay.
You had this all day, Sasha. You could ask me questions all day, but you haven't asked me questions all day, girl.
Oh, okay. So Kayla came back and said, he is besides me. He is more
What's
loving.
his name? Hey, bro.
Yeah, what's his name?
Hey, dude. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Love you, man. You've been holding that seat in, haven't you? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. You better not bust, bro. You better keep that nut in. Don't make no peanut butter.
Oh my gosh. He is more loving, more conscious when he retains. He read your guide and was curious about your S life,
Cool.
as
Yeah.
in if you practice Kariz. I don't know what that is.
Kariz?
Yeah, Karezz.
Kariz. No. Cool. Well, first off, I love you, man. I am more aggressive when I actually there's two things. I want to first off, if you don't mind sharing, like, what's your name? First off, actually, congratulations on getting the guide. Apply it. It's going to make you into an exponential powerhouse than you've ever been before in your life. Second off, I love you. What's your name? If you don't mind sharing. I don't recommend doing retention. Oh, okay. And this is what I want to know. Do you still stimulate? Or do you just no touchy, nothing? Because here's what I found out. When I do no touchy, I stop producing anything and it shrivels up. My organ shrivels up. So there has to be some sort of stimulation or it just atrophies, like use it or lose it type of thing. So if you haven't done the basic things of the guide, like because the body's already atrophying anyway whenever people aren't on the guide. So if they start doing the retention and everything else, like they'll be in an even worse position. So I definitely have them do it, especially if there's any willpower or force. Next, if you do already follow the guide and you want to get into the retention, yeah, totally cool. I'm all for it. Like do whatever you want to do. There's nothing against it. There's nothing for it. But I would definitely say if you want to keep the function of it available, then continue to stimulate it daily. Because if not, you'll atrophy and they'll shrink. Your little, globules will shrink. And yeah, that's not cool. Let me see the purple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little Space King reference there. And what else? Then I would say, yeah, it's plugged in, Sasha. Now there is a meditation. I don't know what Kariz is, but there is a meditation that I do with it that I reabsorb it and do all this other stuff. I wasn't taught it by anybody. I didn't learn it from anybody. I've been doing this for so long. I'm like, okay, well, let me try this. Let me try that. Let me try this. Let me try that. And I reabsorb it back into my body. And that helps. It already does the stimulation and it charges me and all this other stuff. But again, if the person doesn't already have vitamin A through mineral zinc in their body and they haven't removed all the toxins, then there's way more important thing than trying to do like a meditation with your like man fluid, Cool. Next.
Beautiful. So, that didn't make sense.
Because for me, okay, now I'm gonna go back to it. For me, I am more docile if I do the retention and then don't do anything, like no stimulation. I am like apathetic and passive. I am more loving, but I think that's because I'm older now, and I have women constantly around, so I'm constantly surrounded by women. Those beautiful feet in the frame, gorgeous. Let's suck them back up. You hear that? She's like, ah. Dang, look at those feet in the frame. So I have women all around me, stuff like that. So I think that's helped make me more like loving and caring and stuff like that. But whenever I hit certain points, especially in the beginning, I was way more aggressive, ambitious, like on fire, and like just bursting with energy and like aggression, not in a bad way, but just I had so much energy and so much power. I'm like, ah! So like if you go watch some of my other videos from like 2 years ago, I'm like yelling, there's so much aggression because I just had a lot of energy, a lot of power from it. But now at this phase, it's not as aggressive anymore, but it still kind of is sometimes. So yeah. All right, next.
Awesome. Which actually, I jumped to the bottom, and spiritual Saham asked, "What are your views on anger?"
Anger. It's a tool to use, but nothing to be controlled by. You can use anger for yourself, never against a person. If you're angry, go take that fuel to go make or build something. Never take it out on people, because then it destroys. But anger is a great tool to use. All emotions are tools. They're never anything to be driven by, but they're always a fuel source that you can use to like create. Anger is great. I love anger. Depression, all this stuff. It's all good. There's no bad in the universe. Everything's good.
And then Smochana Maria said, "I did see someone say humans will be solar humans and we will not die."
Yeah, people say a lot of crap, but like, who cares? It's like who like the person, like usually for a person, man, I'm not trying to hate on anybody. Also, like here's the thing: this realm is everything, and we were put in this realm. Okay, there is food. There is air, there is water, there is sun. So to exist in this realm, you need to take in all that this realm is. To detach from this realm is like, no, I only want the sun, is to deny the creation that we're in, which is a slap in the face to God. God's like, here, I gave you things to drink, gases to breathe, sun to fill, food to eat. But like, no, I just want the sun. God's like, but I gave this whole realm for you to take all of it. No, I'm going to be a solar 5D ascended chakra being. But God's like, but I gave you this entire realm and all the functionality of it. No, because that's not spiritual, God. It's only spiritual if it's just the sun. And they are poor. Those people are poor because they only want one source when everything's a source. I take energy from everything. So that's how you can know if a person's manipulated, if they're only trying to do one thing and one source. Like, why? You poor? Get everything, man. I use water, our liquids, air, the sun, this, all of it.
Merkava
Those
asked,
people are usually heavily insecure, and they do this for identity and like significance. Like, I was a nerd in a sense whenever I was a kid because I'd gynecomastia, glasses, and I was overweight, all this other stuff, right? And then in high school, I became popular. So I've been popular since like sophomore year, kind of junior, sophomore year, somewhere in there. And I just never stopped being popular. Everywhere I went, I became most popular guy. Like everywhere I go, I'm noticed. People want to take pictures with me, all this other stuff. So I don't need recognition. I'm already here. People already recognize me. So there's nothing I need to say or do. And because of that, on the opposite side, I can detect insecurity from a mile away when a person wants significance. If you don't have popularity, then you want significance, then you'll say anything you can for that significance. But when you're popular, you know, I'm only saying this because this thing was brought up, like the solar hue and all this stuff, right? Then you have to say something to gain recognition. The true popularity or the true significance is whenever you just are and people recognize that. You don't have to just intake solar or this. And if they ask you, hey, what did you eat today? I'm like, oh, I haven't eaten today. Oh, when's the last time you ate? Oh, it was 11 days ago. Oh, snap. And you guys ask me, it's revealed, but I'm not going to go out of my way to try to say like I'm significant because. You know what I'm saying? And there's a huge difference. So like learn to decipher the difference. If they're trying to tell you solar, this and that, they're usually trying to get merit because they need to be built up because they don't feel worthy themselves. Who cares? They go be out in the sun. Like, what are you doing here? Why are you indoors then? No? Okay, you're gonna go be a solar. Why are you here, bro? And what are you gonna do all day? Just like lay in the sun? That's it. You're not gonna go talk and connect and communicate and go live. Like,
Experience life.
they're gonna go isolate themselves. Whatever, dude.
Ooze Air asked thoughts on root canals.
Yeah, don't get them. If you can avoid it, don't get it, man. Like, keep your body in your body. Don't take your body off. Don't amputate your body. Don't amputate your teeth. Don't amputate your nerves. Don't drill in yourself. Instead, heal yourself. Understand that your tooth experiencing this is trying to tell you there's a problem. The tooth isn't the problem to remove. It's trying to point to your actions are the problem. Change your actions and you can save your teeth.
Which Cade also asked, should I get my cavities filled or no?
You don't have to get your cavities filled because that stuff is toxic for you, the filling and everything else. When your body comes into a harmonic state, I've had many people have their cavities fill back in. The enamel grows back. Whether people want to believe it or not, teeth can regenerate. Doesn't matter. They don't want to believe it. Okay, let them lose and die. Okay, then they can go off and believe their doubt. Okay, but for the people I've seen, they have had their cavities filled back in. You can fulfill your life. You can fill your cavities. You can regenerate your body. You can come into a greater state without having to get this crap they're trying to sell you, this toxic stuff, put into your body. Now, you can go that route if you want to, because they're salesmen who also has a trade. So the people who do that work on your mouth they're salesmen who are of a trade, and they can only tell you what they've been taught. A person cannot tell you something they don't know. People stop studying after college. After they get out of college, they do not want to study anymore. They are tired of studying. They do not learn new stuff. Some might stay up to date with the newest things in their field, but the whole scope of what this is in the human body, most people aren't going to take the time to study this stuff. So they can only tell you what they know. What's going to make a dollar? What's going to make the sale? What's going to land the deal? Because if they told you the stuff, they wouldn't have business. There's no business in humans regenerating themselves. These people make money off you being sick. These people make money off you being ignorant. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, well, if you're going to hand your life and your health over to them, then that person made that choice. I'm not saying they deserve it, but like, well, you made the choice to not know yourself. So you have to take responsibility for your own life and learn these things out about you before you do something extreme. And putting filling inside your mouth that breaks off and leaches off into your body is pretty extreme, because everything has an effect. Everything affects everything. Those little compounds inside of you, a little bit of snake venom can kill a person. Just a little bit. It's not like you need a lot of something to have an effect. Like even the tiniest microparticles, a little bit of arsenic in the water, a little bit of pharmaceuticals, a little bit of this can have a great effect on you. It's not like you need a lot. Parts per million, parts per million, sometimes parts per billion can still affect you in a great way. So it's up to you to know these things about yourself, about what you actually are. You are a regenerative being, and you will regenerate when you take out the things that blunt your regeneration, which that's what your tooth is probably trying to tell you. All right, next.
Beautiful. Got a lot of people agreeing with you. And then Spiritual Sahim said, your energy is so contagious. Your energy is so much like Archangel Michael.
I love you so much. That's what I'm trying to do to you guys. I'm trying to pierce my words through you so you guys find the angelic power inside of you so you can just live and be. We're not even trying to do anything. We're not even trying to sound like angels. We're not trying to, but yet we are. It's by default. It's effortless. And I'm saying these words to activate it in you so you guys can have this energy flow through you as well. That's why I'm here. That's my prerogative. That's my initiative being live right now, is say things that wake the angel up inside of you so you can become divine gods and goddesses and angelic powers within. In your geometry, in your shape, in your eyes, in your mouth, and the piercing of your presence.
Dang, someone said, I once had a fool tell me I had 5 to 7 cavities, got a second opinion, and she told me I had 0 cavities. People trying to get money.
There you go, man. It's the business. You got to keep the business alive.
Dang. Glad you got a second opinion. And Spiritual Sahim said, yes, chills, thanks.
Chills. That means the electricity is coursing through you. It's like the electrical frequency, like shh, because this is real energy. It's a transmission, guys. Like back in the day, they used to have satellites and big broadcasting centers and stuff like that. You know, like CBS or whatever broadcast system, whatever, CB. I don't know what it's something, but the B's for broadcast, right? Supposedly. We're doing a broadcast right now. We are broadcasting energy through the ether, through the air. And this is a very private segment. Look, think about how many people aren't here right now. So they're going to wake up tomorrow, they're going to go live their day and never be impacted by this energy. But you're going to take this energy and be filled with it. And then as you live life and throughout life, you're like, dude, you're different. What's up with you? And it was just by sitting in this. We're not even saying anything. We're just being. We're just hanging out with each other. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to try to change or reform. I don't need to change you or tell you you're bad and you need to go discipline yourself. We're just being in the presence of. And that by default churns this activation within inside of us to where we become more holy people. Not even righteous in like no sin and sin and stuff like that, but holy isn't like we are whole, we are full, we are fulfilled simply by being. Why would I want to do bad when I feel so good?
Yeah.
You know, I'm having a great time just laying here. I don't even want to go commit a crime. I'm just laying on my pillows on the ground, dude.
Heck yeah. And she also said it's so refreshing to connect with you guys.
Who?
Spiritual Sahim.
Man, you should see what people have experience in person, man. People get around me and they just like, they feel like they can let their guard down. Like sometimes I had girls fly out to come see me, right? Girls will see me on the internet. They're like, oh my God, everything, right? So they're like, hey, I want to come see you. So they'll buy their own ticket and they'll fly out to come see me. And they feel so safe around me that they will literally fall asleep and sometimes sleep for like 13 hours.
Yeah.
They'll just fall asleep. And they said, dude, that like coming here, I got the best sleep that I've ever had in my life that I can ever remember. And that's happened multiple times. There's such a peace in the atmosphere because there's no rush. There's no force. There's no plan. There's no, okay, we gotta get on the regimen and we gotta go do. We're just chilling, dude. It's a real thing. And while the slaves are out there doing slave stuff, we're not going to go try to change their mind. I'm not going to go try to change people's minds. We're going to sit and we're going to bask in here and we're going to absorb it and take this energy. And guess what? When we do, we get more full. We get more satiated. We get greater satiety. And we just sink into ourselves. And then at that point, we trust ourselves. And then we can be honest with ourselves and reveal ourselves, not judge ourselves, but now become aware of ourselves. It's a very powerful position to be. All right, a couple more and then we'll go. How long have we been live, Sasha?
In 2 hours and 11 minutes.
2:11. Let's go.
So Erica asked, hi, I got here late. Can you outline the guide or lifestyle?
The guide is a step-by-step process of obtaining higher states of reality so you can have the results that you want, whether it is weight loss or figure and everything else, simply by engaging in a specific consciousness. And this is steps to it. Lifestyle is just observing life and just being aware of like what you're actually in. There is no lifestyle. There's just knowing and being aware of what are we actually in. It's super simple, so easy. Anybody can do it, man, woman, young, old, it does not matter. I had women. There's a woman in my Discord. She's been post menopausal for 3 years now. So she has not had a menstrual cycle in 3 years. She's already hit menopause. She's passed, right? She got on the guide. The guide has regenerated her so much she started having her menstrual cycle again because she started having vitality in her life. She lost weight. She feels more alive. She's not as sleepy anymore, and her body starts producing fertility. There was a guy who technically was born with Tourette's. He had it all of his life, and he got on the guide, and then one day he woke up and he realized he hasn't had Tourette's in a while. This guy was 58 years old. So for 58 years, he had Tourette's. And then one day he woke up and his neurological condition was gone. People with cysts on their body, teeth have regenerated, eyes have changed colors, all kinds of stuff because there is a higher way of life. If you want to take the lower way and work out, cool, you can, sure. You don't have to. If you want to take the harder way or the lower way and like fast, yeah, you can, but you don't have to. If you want to take the harder way and, you know, all this other stuff, you can take the fitness people's advice, but man, there is a higher way. There is more to life than an effing fitness program. And that's what I'm here to reveal to you today. When you truly understand what this realm is, you can live in the fullness of it.
So Kayla's response. It says, this is Ron. Love you, bro.
Yo, Ron, my dude. What's up, Ron? Oh, he's holding in the drip. All right. Let's get back into this conversation.
He said, yes, stimulation without releasing. Started practicing meditation to move the energy around. Just want to hear your thoughts. Love you again.
All right. Love you too, brother. Love you so much, man. I really do. Yeah, so you can reabsorb this back into your body. You can obviously bring it up your spine, but you don't got to bring it up your spine. You can bring it into your legs. You can bring it into your gut. You can bring it into your chest and your heart. You can start moving energy wherever you want to. But you can also do this with the energy direction that we have in the guide. But I also talk a lot about it in the Discord community. So there's a training video. If you have the guide, you should have already gotten a free week to join the Discord. Hop in, bro. Check out the videos there. You can just come in for the free week, check out the videos, listen to my voice memos, and absorb that stuff. Even if you don't stay, all good. But even pre-holding in seed, you want to be able to move this energy. So learn how to move the energy even without that. Learn how to move it when you stimulate and moving it through your body. Learn how to do it when you're just sitting down. Learn how to do it when you're driving your car. Learn how to do it when you're standing outside, and so start directing energy through different parts of your body and two different parts of your body, and become familiar with this and putting energy in certain pockets in your body and feeling that sensation. Now, when you go back in to stimulate through the retention, it's even more enhanced because you have a greater scope to be able to do it even when you don't. So it gives greater familiarity. Dude, I'm telling you that there's definitely levels of stuff. I have, I guess I'll say this, sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll say this. So,
You look so cute.
huh?
You look so cute.
My butt cheek fell asleep, so I'm like
here, I can
waking it up. Well, it didn't fall asleep. It's like starting to fall asleep. So I'm just like I'm sending energy to it right now. Oh, thanks, baby. I appreciate it. Lay said I'm so beautiful. Thank you, Lay. I love you. All right. So I had hit points in this whole stimulation from the seed retention to where I started seeing whatever you want to say it is, okay? Entities, beings, faces, like what a person would see on, I don't know what I can say because I don't want to say the use of any stuff. You know, that stuff that Joe Rogan has smoked before. And they see the elves and all the other stuff. That substance, right? That stuff. I have seen that. And I don't do anything. I'm chill. I'm just living. I'm sober. 100%. The hardest thing I do is oxygen. I breathe from an oxygen tank. But I would do this retention, the stimulation, and I would see the gestures or the entities' faces come from this super, super bright geometric form, almost like a kaleidoscope behind it, but the face would poke out from so the geometry is behind it here, and the face would come out there, and it would we would stare at each other as I'm doing it. So it's extremely intense. I don't want to get too much into it here because, I'm on YouTube and Facebook. So I don't know. I don't know how much I can share. But yeah.
Aww. And then, wow, such great loving energy. Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. I've seen some wow. It's trip.
Healthy Yogi USA said, Chandra here, really appreciate you sharing and modeling for us what's possible for us too. Loving you and your family.
Yeah, I love you, Chandra, so much.
So
I
sweet.
love Chandra so much. I had a Chandra that I went to school with, and that girl always showed me so much love.
Heck yeah.
Chandra, it was Crystal Slatery's friend. I met Crystal Slatery through Chandra.
Oh my God.
Chandra was always an amazing person. I love her so much.
Wow.
Always awesome.
So, Abby Patricia asked, how do you start being body conscious?
Observe yourself. Observe how you feel. Where's the pain at? Is your butt falling asleep? Is there a tingling sensation? Body conscious is just acknowledging what you feel. So there's levels to it. There's a general feeling, oh, I feel this. And you can go more specific to a specific area, and you can determine and define how that feels, and you can go in where it came from. And that's the starting process of it. So you just go down there and just take it as far as you can go. Turn the TV off, get off your phone, and just start feeling yourself. Breathe into it, feel into it, flex into it, move into it, stretch into it, and just feel what it feels like at different angles.
And then Ooze Air asked, how do I connect better with others? I've always had a hard time socializing. Zoom out just a little bit.
Wow, I love the tight angles
for our
with Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
Do I have living powder on my face?
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about the words might be covering some of your face. You look great though. I'm just gonna zoom out just a little bit.
Well, the best way to connect with people. And what's the person's name?
Ooze air
Ooze air. Ooze air is this?
or UZAIR.
Lil Uzi. The best way is to feel good. That is the best way to connect with people. Because if you feel nervous, they're going to feel nervous. Oh man, it's like starting to like rain and thunder outside.
And then also one.
It's like everything's happening at once. And the bugs, the locusts,
Oh yeah.
they get louder. And the wind and the rain. Man, everything's happening at once now. That's cool. All right, so the best way to like connect with people is just feel good, man. If you feel good, they'll feel good and they'll want to connect with you and talk more. No, man, not pretension. What is the word I'm looking for, man? Like all good. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah, but like no
Pretense? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean I did say that, but like no expectations type stuff, and like you don't gotta like do anything or anything like that. Like Lay said, pretty much like no expectations. Like it's all good. We're just here to have a good time and feel good. And if you feel good, we feel good. And that's what we're here is to feel good. And then that's it. And when you do that, it's going to make it so much easier to connect with people. So as long as you feel good, it will make the people around you more calm. It will calm them. It will make them feel good. And it will be so easy. But if you're nervous and you have expectations about it going well, you're pretty much putting that pressure on them. I mean, I go on dates, dude. I can't tell you how many dates I have gone on. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of funny. I've been with more girls than dates. I've been with more girls than actually have dates. So when I go back on the dates, I've been like a fraction of the dates actually going out on a dates than I have with the girls I've been with. It's funny, but like no pretext. What is it? There's like a P word. Maybe you guys in the comments.
Someone said apprehension.
No, not quite. There's no like pretext or like prerequisites or anything like that. No expectations. It's in there. It's in that field. Like you're not expecting anything, bro. Go in there and just feel good. And whenever you do that, you give people the allowance to feel good too. And it's going to be so easy to connect with people. But know that if you don't feel good, then you're ruining that experience for everybody. So just feel good. And whatever you gotta do to feel good, if you gotta hype yourself up, if you gotta breathe, if you gotta say words to yourself or whatever, get out of your head, because being nervous is only gonna make
Prejudice? Someone said?
No, not
Okay.
prejudice. It's all good. It's all good. But like, if you don't feel good, you're going to ruin it for everybody else. And it's not like it's that big, but I'm letting you know, like, if your goal is to connect, that's going to work against you. So you might as well not be nervous, because you actually mess up less if you're not nervous. But if you're nervous, you're going to mess up more. So the nervous actually is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Preconceived notions?
Well, like, yeah, well, any sort of expectations, we'll go with that. We're good, Sasha. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
But ultimately go in with like zero expectations, just feel good yourself. And as you do that, you give people the allowance to feel good too. And you guys will have a good time.
Beautiful.
Just feel good, man. And if anybody's not like, if anybody's ever like especially on the internet, if they're snarky or bitter, dude, leave them alone. Don't engage in anything that's not happy or joy. Just completely denounce it. Where's the joy at? Where's the happiness? Where's the feel good? I'm not saying that we have to be like highly optimistic, but like, man, like there's enough pessimism out there in the world. Like, let those people die on their own. Like, it's rotting their own souls. You just feel good, you live good, you stay focused, be on the path, and submit this life-giving energy to everybody, and you'll have no problem connecting with people. And guess what? Don't put a time limit on it. Okay, I gotta have this by this week. I gotta have this by this month. It may take you 5 years to get this down. And it's okay. because you'll be connecting with people for the rest of your life. So it's all good.
Merkaba said Mikey is the only person I can listen to talk this long on live.
I love you, Merkaba.
And also said, if you don't feel good equals others will feel the same thing. Damn, for real.
100%. So like everywhere I go, man, I just try to feel good and relax because I want them to feel good and relax. I joke around a lot. I play because I'm this big. Usually I'm the tallest guy everywhere I go, right? I'm pretty tall. I got big muscles, so I could be like scary, especially, you know, for like people who don't know me. So I try to like always lighten the mood and like joke around and like feel good because I want them to feel good. So whenever you feel good, man, like that energy just goes out and it makes the whole experience better. No matter what you're doing, if you're going on a date, if you're going out with friends, if you're even going to check the mail, if you're going like to the post office, even the people in the post office, I make them smile and laugh because everywhere I go, I'm trying to bring the best energy that even they're like, man, like, that guy brings in some good energy. Because this stuff translates and it transmits. So just be that ambassador of good energy because let everyone else die in a sense. And what I mean by that is like, if you're in a bad mood, those people are already dead. I'm not here to convince anybody or try to get them out of it. They already have that position filled. You be on the opposite and be an ambassador of good because we don't have enough of those. We need more people just putting out good energy, love, and completely saturating the atmosphere with this life energy. All right, a couple more and we're for real done.
Okay. Chance asked, I'm not trolling. On average, how much sun would you say you get per day?
How would that even be a troll, bro? What do you mean you're not trolling? You're good, homie. I don't even get sun every single day. So that's why I'm like sharing with you guys. There's no routine. Like I got sun today and I was outside baking for an hour or more. Like it was intense today when I rose. But I didn't really get any sun yesterday. And then some days I'll get like 6 hours of sun. And then some days I'll go like 3-4 days and get no sun. I just feel my body. Like, is my body? I just listen to my body, man. Like, do I need sun? No, then just it's cool to chill. No stress, no guilt, no shame. If my body doesn't want sun right now, then it wouldn't be beneficial for me to go get sun. Because sometimes I have just been sun overloaded and I don't want any more sun. Guess what? Today, when I was outside in the sun, I hit a point of like, I'm done. Like this sun is intense here because we're like high. We're high in the mountains. We're closer to the sun. It is intense, dude. So like even an hour was like, man, I'm done, dude. So I'm not going to try to force it or try to like, dog it through. I just said I'm done. And guess what? I may not get sun for the rest of the day. I might go outside and ground a little bit if I want to, but there might be days I never even go outside. There might be days I only stay outside the entire day. But I just feel the moment of every day and I just follow it. And every time I do, my life is the most successful in that way. And that's what real life is. No routine, no schedule, no regimen. That stuff kills you. The routine sucks your soul. It disassociates you with yourself. It's not having you check in with yourself. Do you even need to be doing this right now? Just check in with yourself moment by moment and do what that calling is. And if you don't know if you're doing the right thing or not, well, you'll never know until you start testing it. You won't know how to ride the bike until you finally just hop on.
Maria asked, what should we do so we can regenerate the cavity?
Well, you got to take out everything that's blunting your regeneration, which is the toxins and everything else. So you got to take out the toxins. You got to intake the A through zinc. You got to put yourself in the harmonic state, like quite a bit of stuff. But your main thing is anything that would cause you not to regenerate, remove that. All right, one more and I'm done.
Oh my God, only one more? Okay.
Yeah, I already said that. Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, who should I ask? This one's interesting, so I'll ask it. Claudia asked.
This one's interesting. You just said that to our audience, Sasha? This one's interesting.
I'm sorry. They're all
You
interesting.
mean the other one, Sasha?
They're all interesting.
Kayla with the man seed. Hey, what do you think about retention?
This one's a little different.
Hey, what do you think about my cat?
What it is.
I'm playing.
We've never been asked this question before. That's why I'm like,
oh, now I'm excited. Yeah. All right.
So the question is, what about being with someone who has a deathly illness?
Are you married? So okay, there's a couple ways. So answer that and I'll come back to it once you answer it. But you want to be so inspiring of life that it overrides their own mechanics and their nature for wanting to die and seek death, that they then come to life because they're inspired by you. When you're so alive, you're irrefutable, you're undeniable, and that person won't want to be deathly ill anymore, because everybody is only where they are because they chose to be there. They're married. Okay, cool. Well, I definitely wouldn't say divorce. I wouldn't say like stay with your partner, but be such the inspiration source of life itself. This person wants to come alive. They have to make different choices. No matter what the illness is, everything, like as long as the person's still breathing and living, they can make it through. Okay. Might take them a lot of hope, you know, but nonetheless, they can definitely make it through. But they're also showing you how much of an inspiration to them that you've been. So if they're deathly ill, it might be showing that you haven't been a good source of the inspiration for life for them, because you guys feed off each other. It's yin and yang. Like whenever I show you guys all the women I've been with, and this is going to sound like cocky and facetious and all this other stuff, right? But it's very real. I'm pointing to it because it's a very real thing. I didn't say this all throughout the live, but like there's a moment to say it. That moment's now. Every girl that I get with, I share my energy with her, and she automatically becomes fit without working out, without dieting or anything like that, because she's sharing off this energy and the biome and the field that I have. So she automatically gets better hips and a bigger butt and all this other stuff without doing squats or anything, because my life field is being siphoned into her, which is cool. I'm cool with it. I expect it. It's all good. So even Sasha and Lave, they look better now than before. All the other girls I've been with, sometimes even within 2 weeks, like Jade was one of them, man. If you've seen Jade's before and after, like within 2 weeks, it's like a totally different girl. Like, wow. Because I had so much life emitting from me, it automatically reshaped her body. So you should be so alive that deathness can't even exist in them, to where that person's being fed by your energy source alone. That's a big responsibility. But you wanted it, and you're here, and you married that person because they want to be sick, and you want to be with a sick person. You want to be in this position, which is all cool. Just like no judgment. There's nothing to be like mad about or anything like that. Like, oh, you want to be, no, it's cool. Like everybody has a challenge, you know. That's the one that you chose. So you should be such a generator of life itself that this person is feeding off your life energy, and then they stop being sick from it. Do they do actions themselves? Yeah, of course. They also get inspired and start eating the right things and stop taking toxins and having these bad self-destructive thoughts. But nonetheless, you're the source of where that's even coming from for them. So if so, it's more of a challenge for you than something for them. Their state is now dependent upon your state. So the more you occupy this state, the harmonic state, the life state, the more they'll come alive. And now you can see it in real time. So cool. All right. That's it. Guys, I love you so much. Thanks for being here. If you haven't already, go to MikeyBreathes.com. I have some articles there. There's a free map of life if you want something for free. If you want the direct pathway of how I do everything, there's the guide. You can also join my community, which is super awesome. The best people in the world. I love them all. They're amazing. If you get a full annual membership to the Discord community, you get the guide for free and the meal plan. So yeah, join there. But either way, I have a bunch of videos here, especially on YouTube, all these lives, and I give so much information in them. So like, no matter what you do, just understand the main thing is there's more to life than what you've been told. There's more to life than working out, counting calories, or any of this stuff. I'm going to call it junk. There's just more. Higher indomitable spirits and aptitudes of angelic divine power that can be emitted from our body. And that's the thing to focus on, not a freaking gym routine, not steroids, not calories, not a fitness plan, not a diet, not a preference of what to eat, but true divine power that when we hone it in and apprehend it, it surges through our body. And that's what we talk about here. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and I will see y'all soon. Peace and love.